career in radio or TV broadcasting, there's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Kevin Wood, Production Director, Next Media, Joliet.
My favorite part about going to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting was, first of all, I got to do everything here. For anybody looking to get into the program, I would say be ready to learn, be ready to get in here and really take your skills to another level on your own. The instructors can show you how to do it.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program.
My name is Greg Easterlin. I work for The Drive, 97.1 FM radio station in Chicago. I'm the DJ for them. It's very important to get those basics as far as broadcasting and to be in a place where you can get hands-on experience. And then when you get into an internship situation with a regular station, and you're valuable in a situation like that.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Have you ever wanted a career in sports broadcasting? Matt Abaticola here, and I'm a graduate of the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Their program offers hands-on training in radio, television, and web design. You can host sports shows, do play-by-play and color commentary of live games. You'll learn on-air and behind-the-scenes skills just like I did. ICB Lombard's program offers internships, job placement, and financial aid for those who qualify. For more information, go to beonair.com or text Matt to 33239. That's MATT to 33239.
SportstownChicago.com is your place for NIHL high school club hockey.
Ooh, wow.
Every goal, all of the checks, and every jarring hit. SportstownChicago.com, in a league of our own.
Attention, family, friends, players, coaches, and fans. Are you a high school or college athlete that had your game covered by SportstownChicago.com? You can relive the glory by going to our podcast section of our website to listen to all the past games over the last 2 years. Just go to the website at SportstownChicago.com and check out the podcast section, and it'll take you right to your sport. Now that's SportstownChicago.com.
SportstownChicago.com, the only place where you can talk Pokemon with the Pokemaster. Bringing you all the pressing topics, brought to you by SportstownChicago.com.
Check it out. Somebody make some noise in this joint, man.
Hey, Chicago, it's...
Attention, family, friends, players, coaches, and fans.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Cheryl Scott with NBC5.
I think one of the most important things in the broadcasting industry really is getting a hands-on experience, and a lot of colleges and universities don't always offer that. Reach for, work for what you want to do, and stay extremely focused. And if you do that and stay positive, I think everything will fall into place.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
SportsTownChicago.com is the internet sports station that is located at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, Illinois. We offer you a chance, or should I say, an opportunity, to become an on-air personality, get invited to live sporting events, and we teach you how to interact with your listeners. Get the training you need to get in the broadcasting industry. Just go to SportsTownChicago.com or dial 630-916-1700.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Kevin Wood, Production Director, Next Media, Joliet.
My favorite part about going to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting was, first of all, I got to do everything here. For anybody looking to get into the program, I would say be ready to learn, be ready to get in here and really take your skills to another level on your own. The instructors can show you how to do it.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program.
My name is Greg Easterlin. I work for The Drive, 97.1.
Through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody, to Chicago Chaos Football here on SportsTownChicago.com. Championship game here for the GFL. The Chicago Chaos going against the Madison Wolves here at historic Horlick Field in Racine, Wisconsin. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me, Ryan Fahey. Ryan, how's it going tonight?
I'm a little wet, but I am good.
A little wet, yes. We actually had about an hour delay here in Racine. Pretty stormy weather, a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder. They had to get both teams off the field. They finally brought them back on about 25, 30 minutes ago. We're ready to play some football. Hopefully that storm stays passed over and does not come back, because I want to see a nice championship game here.
Yeah, and this is a matchup that actually not a lot of people were expecting. We saw in the semifinals.
The Madison Wolves beat the Wisconsin Wolfpack, who were the favorites in the semifinals last week.
Yeah, and the Madison Wolves actually beat it down the Wolfpack of Wisconsin in good fashion, 38-21. And the Chicago Chaos defeated the Zion Atomic Swarm last week in order to get to Racine, Wisconsin here this evening. It's a little wet, but we are having clear weather enough to play some championship football.
Yeah, both teams ready for this. Now, in the regular season, these two teams met one time only. That was in Week 5. Chicago Chaos won with a game-winning field goal, 19-17, their only field goal in history of the Chicago Chaos. Now, Anthony Ionati obviously was not playing in that game. He was nursing an injury, so it may be a different story having Anthony Ionati back now for this championship game, because the Chicago Chaos have been rolling into the playoffs and winning last week against the Swarm.
Yeah, and the only question mark you kind of might have going into this game is the defense going to be not as spotty as it was last week? Because we saw at times against the Swarm last week in the semifinals back at Babes Topeka Memorial Field, the defense was a little shaky. We're going to see it here, the defense, to start this game. So it's going to be interesting to see if they maybe tighten things up defensively, so they don't have those episodes like they had against Anthony Scott and that running offense last week against the Swarm.
Yeah, I talked to Nick Olson before the game. He said he's got his team pumped up. He's ready to go. Nick Olson, starting linebacker on this Chaos defense. The Chaos will kick off to start this game against the Madison Wolves as they are back deep to return as Tom Sweek stands back at the goal line, getting ready to go as the officials moving the chain gang over. You can see on your far left of the screen as they run over to the other side. The officials wanted them on that side of the field. They were obviously on the wrong one.
Yep, the Chaos in their black jerseys with red trim and red numbers. The Madison Wolves in their purple jerseys with white trim and silver numbers in their gray pants.
So we're getting ready to kick off here. And as the Chaos set up, ready to go here. Chicago Chaos football against the Madison Wolves for the GFL championship.
Through rain, we got it through. We got it through time, and we might have had to be delayed just a little bit, but we're here, we're live, and it's time for some football.
So Dominic Kulowski to kick off here, GFL championship 2015, a short kick, and it goes out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. That's going to be a penalty, and the Madison Wolves are going to start with excellent field position from their own 40-yard line. So very uncharacteristic kick there by Dominic Kozlowski.
Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be an interesting thing to see as well because we have
the conditions are going to be
the
a factor.
conditions are going to be a question mark. I don't know if it's going to be a factor. You're going to hear from teams that it's not going to be an excuse at all.
No.
But it's going to be an interesting, the traction with everybody's cleats. Did teams bring extra cleats and a change of shoes perhaps as well in case we see the turf floor, or the grass floor, I should say. This isn't really turf. But it's going to be very interesting to see how this unfolds with traction, especially with the running game.
So we go Madison Wolves, first possession of the game, first down and 10. Chris Davis, quarterback out of the shotgun, hands it off to his running back right up the middle, met by Nick Olson right there after a 1-yard gain. Nick Olson's a name I'm going to be calling a lot today as he is all over the field, ready to go.
Well, you talked about it right before we kicked off here, that Nick Olson, kind of the heart and soul of this defense a little bit, that he has got his team pumped up. Granted, is the rhythm maybe a little bit out of sync to start this game? Absolutely. We had the big rain delay to start this one, but nonetheless, you see him right away immediately on that tackle, only a gain of a couple yards on the run for the Wolves.
Yes, Nick Olson right there, just meets him right at the line of scrimmage. He got about 1 yard there, so 2nd and 9 here for the Wolves. Out of the shotgun set again is Chris Davis, 4 wide receiver set, 1 running back in the backfield. The Chaos in a 4-3, taking the snap, hands off to his running back up the middle, cuts back to the left, missed tackle there by Nick Olson, brought down finally by number 91, Nick White of the Chaos defensive tackle.
Yeah, that was Mike Stevenson, number 12, listed as 5'9", 188 pounds on the Madison Wolves roster on that second carry. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 as they try to get to the 50-yard line in midfield.
Mike Stevenson now with 6 yards running on 2 carries. It'll be a 3rd and short, as Ryan just mentioned. Out of the shotgun is Chris Davis, 4 wide receiver spread. He's got Mike Stevenson next to him on the left. Chaos in a 4-3 defense.
Watch his left side here.
Up. Watch it. Scott drops back, throws a short route, caught at about the 46-yard line, 1st down Wolves.
Seemed like that was a bit of a conservative defensive plan there on the Chaos. If we can get a look at that, it kind of looked like nobody wanted to go for the ball. They were just kind of playing away from the deep ball, as it seemed like everybody kind of just dropped back. Watch it again right here. Rolls to his right, and again, everybody just playing a little soft there and kind of laying back a little bit, trying to not let the deep throw happen, and that conservative play there on the defensive side for the Chaos allows the Wolves to get a 1st down.
Javel Cook's making the tackle there. 1st and 10 now from the 44-yard line. A screen pass outside, overthrown there. Incomplete. First incompletion of the game for Chris Davis.
The pass was intended to number 84 wide receiver, 6'2", 230-pound wide receiver, Reggie Davis. And big guy like him, that's sometimes a little hard to believe that he kind of overthrows a big target like that. But nonetheless, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, now really quick, Ryan, going back on that last play, you said they backed off a little bit. Does that have something to do with the field conditions maybe too slippery? They don't want to make a mistake early in this game.
Yeah, and as like you said, you don't want to, especially since this is a championship game, you win, you get the big trophy, which is actually sitting up in the press box to our left right here.
In front of us.
So, if you don't win that, you go home without a championship, and obviously these two teams are at the point, it's winner or bust.
So Davis out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers outside, spread wide. You have 2 guys right behind the tight ends. Dropping back is Davis, pressure coming, steps up, and throws one deep and caught at the 29. Makes a move inside, back across the right to the right field. Brought down a Nick fumble on the ball. Flags were down, though. I think the Wolves and the Chaos fighting for it. Chaos say they have it. There was a flag down. Nick Olson forcing the fumble and making the tackle.
Yeah, Chaos say they have the football, but it might be that might be an illegal block actually on the Wolves, because we saw the initial block happen by one of the receivers from the Madison Wolves, and we saw the flags thrown in that general area. 2 flags were thrown, but I think it was for the same call. We'll get the call in just a moment. And I believe that was number 21. That was Mike Darden.
Yes, Mike Darden on no, it was Cornell Johnson actually. You're talking about for the Wolves.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the Wolves.
He went after Cornell Johnson.
It's going to be a Yeah, that's going to be a penalty against the Wolves. And as you mentioned, the Chaos, did they recover the fumble?
They
did. And they're going to mark it. Or no, they didn't recover.
No,
it.
so
they roll
the
it
Wolves
ball.
did recover it. Nick Olson forced the fumble. Wolves were able to hold on.
Yeah, it
will be an illegal block in the back. So that's going to move the Wolves back 15 yards.
Man, that would have been huge if the Chaos were able to recover that fumble.
Carl Young, starting linebacker for the Chaos, coming off the field right now. I think they're just putting a different package in. I think he's okay. No injury there.
Now let's take a look at this again. Okay, you get the catch right there. And then here comes the block right there. That was where the flags were thrown.
Yep.
And then the fumble comes, and obviously the Wolves did fall on top of that, even though Chaos saying it was theirs originally.
Very close. Big opportunity there for the Chaos. Have to convert on those, but they do get the penalty on the Wolves.
That would have been a huge break for the Chaos if they were able to recover that said fumble we've been mentioning.
So the repeat second down here. As out of the shotgun is Chris Davis. 4 wide receiver spread. 1 run back in the backfield is Mike Stevenson to his right. Chaos in a 4-3. Taking the snap is Davis. Looks left. Pressure coming. Throws one deep. He's got a man. And out of bounds, overthrown. Good play there by Davis. You had a good defender on the play. Was Quinnell Johnson on the left side on a 1-1 coverage. And that ball put in a spot where no defender could get it, but obviously overthrown out of bounds.
Watch this again. Chris Davis, he's going to see that the pocket is going to collapse within him. He's trying to step up into the pocket. Just throws a little too much mustard on that one, and it's over the head of said receiver, and it's incomplete.
So here we go. It'll be third down here. Second down and 10 as Scott out of the shotgun. Davis takes the snap. Now quarterback keeper, option maybe, as he does tip it back. It's a fumble on the ball. The Chaos have it. Turnover. First turnover of the game as the Chaos come on it. And what a mistake there by Chris Davis as he went out to the right on the option, and he was brought down, and running back was not seeing that coming, and he makes the turnover.
Yeah, finally the Chaos capitalized on an opportunity. Watch this again. It didn't appear that this was the play that the Wolves wanted to run.
I don't think so.
Watch this again. He wanted to pitch it out, I believe, but for some reason he just decided that was right there was when he wanted to throw it. But the Chaos defensive line wrapped him up nicely. Chaos fall on the football, and Anthony Ionati on the offense come out for the first time here this evening.
Okay, one more look at that, Ryan. See what happened on the outside. Davis was wrapped up. He's just trying to get rid of that.
I think whatever read he was looking for, he didn't get it, and he just kind of did like a little shuffle pass just off of his chest.
That was not a forced fumble. Davis did throw that out. So the Chaos offense coming out
and
for the
fact
first
he was
time
going
in the
backwards
game.
as well.
So out of the shotgun is Anthony Ionati. Jarrell Johnson in the backfield. 4 wide receiver set for the Chaos. Taking the snap, hands off to Johnson. Johnson to the left, gets brought down and stuffed behind the line. Loss of 1 on the play. Jarrell Johnson.
That's going to be the big question mark with this Chaos offense. Can Johnson and the running game get a ground game going together, especially in these conditions? That could be a factor here in tonight's game.
And Jarrell Johnson now coming off the field here very early, so keep an eye on that. 2nd and 11 coming for the Chaos.
And also, I want to give a shout out to the Drain family. Thoughts and prayers with Steve Drain. Recently, his father had passed away the other day. Again, thoughts and prayers out to Steve Drain and the rest of the Drain family.
Prayers and thoughts go to the family, the Drain family.
Very nice people to be around.
Anthony Ionati out of shotgun. Johnson in the backfield. Screen pass to Former. Wolves read it. Former breaks a tackle, cuts back inside, gets a few yards upfield, and brought down at the 35-yard line. James Former about a 2-yard gain on that.
You know, it's really exciting when James Former catches that football and then he just lets his own legs take him where they need to go. He breaks that one tackle initially off the screen throw from Anthony Ionati, and it looked like he was going to try to burst for something big, but the Madison Wolves were able to get there as it was only a gain of a few yards, and it brings up a 3rd and
long
long
quick
here.
Look at that, the screen pass to Foreman. They love doing that, but look at that Wolves
right there, breaks the tackle. When he breaks one tackle, it is scary what James Former can do with the football.
I mean, that's what they love to do here, the Chaos. Give Former the ball in space where he can create. So 3rd and 9 here, Anthony Ionati out of the shotgun. Johnson in the backfield, back in the game behind him. 4 wide receiver spread. Ionati takes the snap, looking left. Pressure coming. Nice pickup by Johnson over the middle. Brockman cannot hang on as it went off his fingertips. 4th down and 9. Incomplete pass by Anthony Ionati.
That's the first time you brought up Matthew Brockman's name, and you actually had him on a little bit earlier on SportsTownChicago.com early this afternoon, I believe, as well.
Yes, and we talked to him. I asked him about that, is that those 3rd downs, he's become the security blanket for Anthony Ionati. Unable to convert there, but you're going to see that a lot in this game when the Chaos get on 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7, those 3rd and longer situations. Ionati, when he does go to the air, he's going to be looking at Brockman as his main guy.
Here's the rare thing we're seeing from the Chaos. They are punting.
Yes, they are punting. Like I said, you said earlier, too, you do not want to make a mistake early in the championship game because you cannot win a game early, but you can definitely lose a game early.
Yeah, that was I'm not saying it was a bad route ran by Brockman. It was just not the best placement for Anthony Ionati either.
So the punt down to Kozlowski. A good punt here, high, deep. return man has to go back. That's number 10, Austin Ryan, as he does not pick it up, and the Chaos would down it at about the 18-yard line. So good punt there by Dominic Kozlowski and put the Madison Wolves inside their own 20.
Yeah, it seems like wind-wise, it's kind of calm out there right now, right outside a historic Horlick Field here in Racine, Wisconsin.
And surprising, too.
One more look at that Brockman play on that third down. It was just a little – it was in traffic, good throw by Ionati. It was just out of the fingertip reach of Matthew Brockman, the big target on the weapon side of the Chaos.
It was a good route there as he did get enough yards to convert the first down. But like I said, Ionati, a little bit too much mustard on that one, just a little bit too high. Brockman shied up for it, just could not haul it in. So 1st and 10 here for the Wolves. Chris Davis out of the gun, takes a snap. Pressure coming. Davis scrambles out of the way. He's going to hold on to this and take it himself and gets a few yards. Nice run there by Davis, about a 7-8 yard gain on the run. And
we get a flag
down.
That might be
and
a
the Wolves are not happy about that as I think that's going to be, it might be a face mask.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that one more time, and it's going to be a personal foul against the Chaos. We'll take a look at that in just a minute to determine, I believe, if that was a face mask. But as you mentioned, that's going to be another thing to keep an eye on. We saw against Anthony Scott last week, and here's one more look at that Davis run. It just opens up for him in the middle, and good quarterback play, and wasn't a face mask. I don't know. It came in late.
Yes.
Might have been a low tackle.
Low tackle on the quarterback. I mean, so
they're out there for the quarterback safety.
Yeah, they have to. You have to, especially in today's game. 41-yard line here, 1st and 10 for the Wolves as Davis out of the shotgun, 4 wide receiver spread. As always, they have been in this game. Takes the snap, hands off his running back right up the middle, gets a few yards, brought down there, and that big
Chaos
hit
are just going for the football.
Yeah, Chaos are trying to force a fumble again. Gain of 3 on the play. That's the runner, Mike Stevenson, now 9 yards on the game.
Yeah, Mike Stevenson kind of just ran into a big pile there of the Chaos defenders. One more look at that. Gets the handoff from Davis, and he just runs into a wall. Good stop there by the Chaos run defense.
Adam Nelson gaining the tackle on that one. First hit, his first tackle of the evening.
Adam Nelson, the 6'4", 270-pound defensive lineman.
He is a beast up front. So here we go. 2nd down here. Shotgun. 4 wide receiver spread again. Taking the snap is Davis. Low snap and away. He does pick it up. Throws one deep on the sideline and dropped. He laid that right in the basket, but unable to make the catch. Trying to get a number on that.
That was Reggie Davis, the 6'2" wide receiver.
And pretty much perfect throw there.
It was a good throw. I think it was just a little bit out of the outstretched hands of Davis. That we'll have to take a look at that to see, because that was close to the sidelines as well. Might have been just a little overthrown, maybe by about a hair or so.
You got to think when you're on that sideline, you have to so much going into it. You have to keep your feet in bounds.
Take
one more look at this.
Yeah, let's see, because it was on an outside fade to the and that should have been a catch.
Yep,
that was within the reach.
So here we go as Davis out of the shotgun here on 3rd down, takes the snap, pressure coming up. He goes up the middle. Now he's going to run with it, and Nick. Oh, what a hit! What a hit! It's going to be close to a first down. It's going to be a first down. He did get enough, and Davis showboats as he gets back on, and he took a hit. He got right back up.
We just saw the hit of the night in the first quarter. One more look at that. And I know we got to have to play this in slow motion. Davis goes up the middle, and
Rocky Maggio, not that one, coming up from your top of the left of the screen. Here it goes right there. Boom.
Ooh.
Rocco Maggio, what a hit. His first
Davis
tackle
is going to feel that one in the morning. But
Davis did pick up the first down, and he's right back up to his feet. 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
You could hear the contact through our headsets.
All the way up here. Chris Davis takes a snap, drops back to pass. Pressure coming again. He goes up. He gets hit. Throws a looper. Picked off by Nick Olson at the 40. Nick Olson outside to the 30, to the 20, 40. Down at the 35. Nick Olson with the interception.
Well, Nick Olson backed at the talk saying that this Chaos defense was going to be ready to go, and we have a flag thrown right after the interception. I believe they might call it unsportsmanlike against the Chaos for the celebration. But nonetheless, what a beauty. Nick Olson outstretching the arms, gets the interception. Davis, again, just lofted that in the air right into the arms of Nick Olson. And again, it's going to be unsportsmanlike against the Chaos sideline.
We'll move them back 15 yards, but the turnover will stand. It will be Chaos football. Nick Olson now already 2 tackles,
Watch this
1
again.
forced fumble, and 1 interception.
Watch this again. Olson, right place, right time. Again, the pocket collapsed on Davis. Olson right there, right place, right time. Interception, Chaos football.
Great shot by our camera crew getting that one. Rosa Manrique, Sean Conley, Roberto Mercado.
Yep.
And
we got to give them credit because they are outside in the environment while we're inside. We got to give them credit.
They got the umbrellas out there. They got the cameras covered, doing a great job.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah, they deserve all the credit for this broadcast. The other ones braving it out there in the outside environments. So we want to give them a nice shout out and a big thank you.
And our
we appreciate it
Peter
greatly.
Ferrari loves the shots as he gives us a thumbs up. So first down and 10 here for the Chaos. Anthony Ionati out of the shotgun. Their second drive here on offense. 4 wide receiver spread. Johnson in the backfield. Ionati takes the snap. Pressure coming on the outside. He throws to the left. Caught. Breaking the tackle is Brockman. Brockman down the sideline now at the 30 and gets run out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
That's just the timing with Anthony.
Gain of 24 on that. I'll give that to Brockman on the pass completion by Ionati.
One more look at that. You can just tell the timing is down with Anthony Ionati and Matthew Brockman. We really saw it become very effective in the semifinal last week against the Zion Atomic Swarm. The chemistry, the timing, it has just been clicking at all cylinders for that dynamic duo on this offense.
And I spoke to both of them about their relationship on and off the field, how strong it is. They love each other on and off the field, and they are great hookup. As Ionati takes a snap, pump fakes, now throws one deep. He's got Brockman wide open and overthrows it just a little bit. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. He had Brockman for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's the second time that Ionati overthrew his big target and Matthew Brockman. And we haven't seen that too often this season.
He gets the defender to bite on that pump fake coming
Watch
up.
it
Stop it right there. And then he throws one.
You can see the back right there.
As number 7 defensive back, Chala Johnson just
that's an easy 6.
Easy
touchdown. That is right there. If that's maybe 1% less power off the throw from Ionati, that's an easy walk-in touchdown for Brockman.
2nd and 10. Look for that again, though, as they love going to Brockman here in these situations.
But that was a beautiful route ran there by Brockman.
Ionati, low snap, hands on to Johnson. Johnson breaks the first line of defense upfield, still on his feet, gets to about the 18-yard line. So a nice run there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable on about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, the ball's going to be placed at about the 19-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2. As the Chaos will need to get to the Wolves' 17-yard line as approaching the 3-minute mark left to go here in this first quarter.
So scratch that 8-yard gain for Johnson. He has 7 yards on the night on 2 carries. Anthony Ionati comes to the line of scrimmage. He's 2 for 4 tonight, 26 yards. Brockman on the far left, Sumling on the far right, hands out to Johnson on 3rd and short. Johnson cuts into the facade. He's going to go all the way, trucks into the end zone. Touchdown, Chaos. Terrell Johnson, 18-yard run for a touchdown. His first of the game. And the Chaos strike first, 6-0.
Yeah, the Wolves are playing this pass defense because they know what Anthony Ionati brings to the table, and they know what this offense brings to the table. It is an aerial attack offense. And sometimes you just got to keep an eye out for the run and watch it again right here. You see Anthony, I think that was an audible call. Quick handoff there. Look at all the room he has. Great blocking by the offensive line. The holes are there, and all Johnson's got to do is just walk the straight tightrope line within the hashes, and he's in for 6.
And look at all those purple jerseys around him. Johnson just finds a hole and somehow gets through as the extra point is up, and it is good. 7-0 on Dominic Kozlowski's extra point kick. Good start here for the Chaos. And you talk about, Ryan, you mentioned that you thought you saw Ionati call for an audible. If we take one more look at
watch him there.
Right
he had the arm audible, and boom, there you go. The handoff to Johnson. Look at the offensive line look at all the room he has right when he was at the 15-yard line, and you just coasted in after that, and you just have the trailing Madison Wolves behind him.
And speed kills there if you're Terrell Johnson. Just so fast. He hits that hole so hard. He has the vision to find it, but he also has the speed and the quickness to excel and move into the end zone on a 19-yard gain.
Yeah, but again, though, you have to give credit to that offensive line, and we've seen it now over the last couple of weeks, especially in the semifinal game, and that's what really impressed me last week when they took on the Swarm. That offensive line was a big factor into the Chaos win last week in order to get them here to the championship game.
Last week was a dogfight and winning only by 8 points. So you mentioned that everybody has to be doing their part, and their offensive line certainly doing a great job here tonight.
I mean, that's just overall in general, left and right side of the line really clicking on all cylinders overall.
So the kickoff here, 7-0 Chaos. Listen to SportsTownChicago.com. I am Cody Grant, Ryan Fahey to my right. Krozowski, a little squib kick. Bounces at the 30, now to the 20. Bounces past a return man. Picked up at the 10. Chaos are down there already. Out to the left, and he's going to get hit and down at about the 15-yard line. Great coverage and a nice squib kick by Kozlowski on a 5-yard gain, taking him down was for the Chaos, number 29, I believe.
Yeah, and that went through the 5-hole of Austin Ryan for the Madison Wolves, excuse me. He wanted to pick that up, but I don't know if the ball just took a weird bounce on him as he was out there lining up in the return formation. But that could cost the Wolves here on this drive, as now they're pinned on their own 15.
That was Darren Little making the tackle, special teams player, usually plays defensive back. Also, Darren Little, his first tackle of the evening. Chaos in a 4-3 set as Chris Davis out of the shotgun. 2:32 left to go in this first quarter. Davis takes it on the quarterback keeper, finds a hole, gets upfield at the 20 now. 25 to the outside, brought down near the 30. First down, there's a flag.
That might be another late hit on the quarterback against the Chaos once again.
You got to be careful when the quarterback has the ball. These referees are obviously protecting the quarterbacks in this game. So we're going to wait on that call, as it was a nice run, though, by Chris Davis off the line,
and
opened up a hole.
That's been the only issue with this Chaos defense. Watch it again. Look at the holes that are created with the great blocking on the receiver side of the Wolves as they get him to go to the far side. And right there, and then we're going to see the flag come in right behind them.
And it was a personal foul on the Chaos.
Yep,
That's going to
same
be free yardage there for the Wolves. As it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 45-yard line of the Madison Wolves. And coming to the line of scrimmage is Chris Davis. He's in the shotgun set again. 2 wide receivers wide out on right and left. 2 wide receivers near the offensive lineman as handed off to Stevenson out to the right. Finally brought down and pushed back. Forward progress will give him about 4 yards. There was a fumble, but they blew it dead. I think he was definitely down on that one.
Yeah, and for the Chicago Chaos, I think that Marvin Roan Jr. lost his helmet on the play as well. One more look at that. As the run defense has been doing so far so good consistently, not allowing the big play. And then coming in late was Marvin Roan Jr.
And that was Rocco Maggio right there, putting his shoulder in there and stopping the running back from getting any further.
And here's another angle of that
See
run.
Nick Olson, look at the shed move he makes to get the first hit. Everybody in there. And you talk about gang tackling this Chaos defense are so good at. 2nd down and 6 here.
Madison's still trying to get the right personnel out on the field.
Yeah, as trotting out on the field now, that's number 33 for the Madison Wolves. 4 wide receiver set. Chris Davis out of the shotgun as Stevenson to his right. Pressure coming. It's a quarterback keeper. Adam Nelson tries to pull him down, gets him by the jersey, and they finally do. Picking up a few yards, though, on the play, about 3-4 yard gain. It's going to be a 3rd and short. Nice run there by Chris Davis, and good pursuit by Adam Nelson to grab him and pull him down.
This is good game planning by the Madison Wolves offensively. They know that the quarterback run has kind of been the thorn in the defensive side of the Chaos. They bite on the run option, and the quarterback keeps it, and he takes it for positive yardage. And as you said, Cody, it's a manageable 3rd and a few here coming up for the Madison Wolves as we are winding down the final seconds of this first quarter.
Yes, that's going to do it for the first quarter. Listen, the Chaos Football Championship for the GFL ship. Chaos going for the 4th straight here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Hey, friends, this is Tom Waddle. You may know me as good old number 87 or as the better half of the Waddle and Sylvie Show. People often ask me, hey, Tom, how could you be so slow and make it in football? Well, I ignore that question, and then they ask, Tom, how can I be on radio and TV like you? I tell them it takes drive and determination, and you need to learn how it all works. At the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, you can do just that. ICB is enrolling students for day and evening classes right now. You can learn how to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, or shoot and edit video. Plus, you'll have a chance to get internships where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. And with job placement assistance, you can start your new career in less than a year. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports. See what the Illinois Center for Broadcasting has to offer. Visit ICB today. beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
SportsTownChicago.com is the internet sports station that is located at the Illinois Center.
Welcome back, everybody. Chicago Chaos Football here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Cody Grant. Ryan Fade to my right. It's on the quarterback keeper, Davis, up the middle. He's going to be short here on the 3rd and 2. They're going to take a look at it. Is the goal? Look over the chain gang on the side, and they're going to mark it. That will be short. So it's going to be a 4th and inches on Davis's quarterback keeper. And we're going to see what the Madison Wolves want to do. Again, 7-0 lead for the Chaos. We just started the second quarter. Teams did switch sides. Madison now going left to right. Chaos going right to left as the Madison Wolves talking it over. And it is 4th and inches. We're going to see what they're going to do here. as they're going to keep the offense on the field, so they will go for it. So crucial play here. One of the biggest plays of the night so far. Chicago Chaos in that goal line stand this close. Davis out of a shotgun, 2 running backs behind him, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Chaos all up front as they take a quarterback keeper to Davis, and he's stuffed. Chaos, Nick Olson. Who else but Nick Olson gets right in there and brings him down, and Nick Olson's all fired up. As you see the Chaos, the whole team showing that swagger as they walk off the sideline. That defense with the goal line stand on that 4th and inches shut them down. The Wolves, that is. Nick Olson's second tackle of the game.
Nick Olson so far the defensive MVP of this for the Chaos here so far tonight.
One more look at that. If we Nick Olson, you see him with the green in a 3-point stance right in the middle of the screen. Just watch him shed that first block. Look at him get through 2 men, double team, and brings Davis down in the backfield.
That's something special.
The heart of this kid.
Nick Olson's having a game tonight.
This is his first year with the Chaos, his first chance for a championship, and he is all fired up. He's hungry, and he wants a taste of GFL glory.
Can you blame him?
No, I cannot. Chaos now 1st and 10 from their own 46. I-90 takes a snap. Going downfield deep. James Former. What a go! He just could not hold it. There's going to be a flag on that play that may be defensive pass interference. We're going to wait for the signal. There was a... No flag. Excuse me. No flag on the play. Excuse me. So it'll be 2nd and 10. A pretty good pass by I-90 there. Former went up to grab it. Excellent coverage on the play. Former could not just come down with it. We're going to take one more look as I-90 takes the snap. He had Former going deep on a streak route. Good coverage there. And Former had it in his hands, just could not haul it in. 2nd down and 10 for the Chaos. Anthony I-90 out of the shotgun, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson cuts back inside, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, pushing forward, staying on his feet, and he's down fumble on the play. Wolves say they got it, and no, the play was not blown dead.
Ref says they have it,
That's going to give it to the Madison Wolves. Jarrell Johnson fighting for extra yards, makes a mistake there as he fumbles it and turns it over and gives it back to the Wolves.
Well, I don't know if that's just a wet football that could be. I don't know. But you got to hold on to it if you're Johnson. You know the conditions. It's going to be a wet football,
so
especially with the wet grass.
Tough break there.
It was happening as he was going down to the ground, too. And we kind of saw the ball bobble a little bit in that scrum, and the Wolves came up with it.
So they do turn it over, and now the Wolves will take over here from their own 49-yard line as Davis takes a snap, throws over the middle, finds a receiver. Nick Olson can't catch up to him. Out to the 40, now inside the 40, down at about the 36-yard line. Making the tackle on the play was for the Chaos, number 17. That's David Palma, his first tackle of the game.
Yeah, that was number 8, Tucker Pitts, on the catch there on the crossing route from the far side in, as the Wolves are now back in Chaos territory at the Chaos 36.
So Madison Wolves now 1st and 10 again. Taking the snap is Davis. Pressure coming out to the left. Hit hard after about a 3-yard gain. Play on the hit on the play there was Cornell Johnson, the defensive back. Called his name a few times already this evening. His first tackle of the championship. As they do blow a whistle on the sideline. A quick timeout here is now both teams getting ready to go. Just reset there. So out of the shotgun here now on 2nd down and about 6 is Davis. 4 wide receivers set, and that's going to be a false start on the Wolves, moving them back 5 yards. So repeat 2nd down, be 2nd and 11 now.
Yeah, just negate those 5 yards off that play there previously, and now they're back to 2nd and 10.
Yeah, so they're going to mark it right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now, and they will resume play. Quick reset for the Chaos defense really quick. Nick Olson leading the way with 3 tackles. He has a 1 interception, 1 forced fumble. Nick White with 1 tackle. Adam Nelson, 1 tackle. Darren Little, 1 tackle. And you just saw the last one by David Palma has 1 tackle. So a lot of guys getting in the stat sheet right now, but that's not what it's about. It's about winning this game. They're up 7-0 here. Out of the shotgun is David as pressure coming to the outside. He's kind of goes up, floats one over the middle, caught and hit down, but making the catch. First down there at about the 18. Hit on the play for the Chaos was number 31 safety tonight, Christian Grantham, his first tackle of the evening.
Yeah, watch this play again from Davis. That was just a nice float over the middle of the field. He rolls to his right, steps up in the pocket, off-balance throw, too. Good play there by Davis. First down, Madison.
So first down, Madison now in the red zone. Chris Davis out of the gun, fakes the handoff, now taking it, and gets upfield. hit by Nick Olson first and wrestled down by the rest of the Chaos linebackers after a gain of about 3. So it'll be 2nd and 7 coming
Chris
up.
Davis is taking a beating from the Chaos defense with hits and contact and everything when he's been running the football. Watch this one more time. Fakes the handoff, and he's going to take it himself. He's got 4 Chaos bodies just banging into him as he falls to the ground.
Chris Davis, a big guy out there, does not have a quarterback build at all, more of like a fullback build. And he is not taking the punishment lightly as looks like he's welcoming it. Chris Davis takes a snap, throws a slant route behind the receiver. On the coverage, there was Mike Valenti coming up from the far right side.
This broadcast on SportsTownChicago.com. Chicago Chaos Football is brought to you by Iron Claw Tactical. They're designed superior firearms and accessories for the American hunter, sportsman, and gun enthusiast. If you're any of those at all, make sure Iron Tactical is on your list of Facebook pages or visit them at www.ironclawtactical.com.
The Chaos have been able to get pressure on Chris Davis tonight, but he's been able to get out of the way, kind of like what last week we saw with the Swarm. With Anthony Scott, he was able to get away. Now, Chris Davis a little bit bigger. He's been using his power. Davis takes a snap here, 3rd and 7, throws to the middle, incomplete drop pass to the intended receiver. You got to expect now 4th and 7, about 4th and 6 from the 14. Do they kick a field goal, or do they go for another 4th down play? As Davis
here
takes
comes,
they're
field
going
goal
to send the
and
special teams unit
that's
out.
a smart play if you're the Madison Wolves as well. It's not even the end of the first half. You're still, with just a shade over 8:40 to go here in this second quarter. You have plenty of time. You just take the points as you get them.
And you just saw there on your screen number 8 of the Wolves. That was Tucker Plitz, the intended receiver, not upset with himself on that one. And we have another substitution here. Now a timeout by the Wolves. So they're going to talk this over. I assume they will come back out and kick a field goal, maybe just a personnel. One more look at that last play was Chris Davis taking a snap. It was a little slant route to his
That's got to be caught. That's got to be caught
right to him. I don't know if he was close enough for a first down there, though. If as the defenders of Chaos were right there.
This broadcast on SportsTownChicago.com brought to you by New York Life. Consider all the good you do in your life and all those you touch, support, and inspire. New York Life Insurance Company is here to help you continue that good. So give Terry Zacta, your local New York Life agent, a call. She can help you plan your family's financial future so you can protect what matters most to you. You can reach Terry at 630-254-6979 or look for her at www.newyorklife.com.
Chicago Chaos here for the GFL Championship against the Madison Wolves, up 7-0. We're here live in Racine, Wisconsin, historic Horlick Field. Offense, though they do have the 7 points, going a little bit slow. The passing game, 2 for 5 is Anthony Ionati with 26 yards, only completed 2 passes to 2 different receivers, Brockman and former Joel Johnson had the 19-yard touchdown run late in the first quarter. The field goal try now for the Madison Wolves is wide left, no good. Turnover on downs as Ionati trots back out on the field. You see him right there at the bottom of the screen, now in the middle of the screen, as he gets ready for another Chaos offensive drive.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I wonder if if it was a bad snap. Let's take. That's a good snap and hold.
He just shanked it on that one.
Yeah, he just pulled it a little left, and they get no points on the board instead of trying to get 3.
Look kind of like your golf game out there, Ryan.
No, I actually faded to the right.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
So defense does a good job there as they continue this shutout going. About 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Chicago Chaos come to the line of scrimmage. Their offense from the 21-yard line. Out of the shotgun is Ionati, 4 wide receiver set. C.J. Young now in the backfield. He gets it to Young. Young up the middle, hard guy to bring down. He picks up about 2 yards on that one.
Yeah, interesting on that run play. Brockman was on one-on-one coverage on the near side. Surprised they didn't try to go for the one-on-one coverage with Brockman, because usually that's a favorable target. You see there on the near side of your screen, you had that one-on-one coverage, but the handoff to Johnson does get him a few yards on that play. 2nd down for the Chaos.
And this is also the coaching staff and the play calling of this unit very, very strategic. They may be looking to do this to set up Brockman again later on this drive, as Brockman does come out and line up in that same position, far left. And Ionati out of the shotgun. C.J. Young remains in the game.
It's one-on-one coverage. I would try to look to Brockman.
Ionati rolls out to the left. He throws short to Former. Former makes a nice adjustment and makes a nice catch on it. It's going to be short of the first down.
There is a flag, though, thrown immediately afterwards. I don't know if that might be a horse collar, because
he did point to the Wolves, the referee on the line judge.
Yeah, the flag was thrown immediately. Watch again. It comes right there. It's off from the outside of your screen, from the right side of your screen there.
James
That's going to be on the
second
Wolves.
catch of the game goes for about 3-4 yards.
It's going to be a face mask against the Wolves, so that's a big penalty against
Automatic
Madison.
first down there.
See that again. Take a look and see if there was a face mask. You see the throw there from Former, and right there, you see it at the very end. You see the right arm come in late to the face mask, and that's a 15-yard penalty.
So now Chaos, again, good field position near in midfield at about the 44-yard line. Ionati on the gun. Brockman far left. Ionati waiting. Takes the snap. Hands off to C.J. Young. Up the middle. Young tries to break it outside. He gets through. Finds a hole. And picks up about 4 or 5 yards. Still on his feet. Wow,
yeah,
this guy he is so hard to bring down. He's like a bus out there. 6-yard gain for C.J. Young. His second carry of the game gives him 8 yards on the evening.
He just kept backpedaling there as we take a look at that one more time off the handoff from Ionati. Here comes Young. Gets around one defender, and it takes 1, 2, and there's a third defender that can't bring him down. He was kind of just backpedaling. He had his butt almost touching the ground, but his feet were still going.
C.J. Young definitely, he's totally different from Jarrell Johnson. Jarrell Johnson's going to beat you with your speed and make you miss. C.J. Young doesn't make you miss. He just runs through you. Anthony Ionati now moving Former in motion in the backfield, and he's going to give it to Former on the screen in the back. Madison Wolves read it. Former trying to make something happen. Be careful there as he gets pulled down. It's going to be forward progress. Will keep him at about maybe, as he did lose a yard. So it'll be about 3rd and 6.
Yeah, the Wolves saw that one coming as Former was going in motion there from the far side. As that quick pass there from Anthony Ionati to Former. Wolves saw that one coming, and it brings up a 3rd and about 7.
C.J. Young comes on the sideline and gets congratulations from his teammates for his tough running. Jarrell Johnson back in. Ionati in the huddle. Thomas Loving has checked in the game as he will check in as a tight end here. As come to the line of scrimmage, Ionati out of the gun. Jarrell Johnson alongside Ionati on his left. Taking the snap. Ionati throws deep. Former dives no good as he skied to make that catch. And that was, I believe, that was number 9, Kevin Scariot, knocking that ball out of the way as you see the frustration. Matthew Brockman.
That is some excellent defending in the secondary. Watch the throw again now. Right there. He plays it. He just bats it out of the hands of Former there.
Kevin Scariot.
And that's just some great defending. Getting the ball out of the hands of James Former, who was going to come down with that to the ground and secure it. Bats it out of the hands, and it's a 4th and 6 for the Chaos.
Dominic
and they have to punt.
will punt back deep for the Wolves as Kozlowski takes it, and a short punt here. It's going to bounce at about the 20-yard line, taken from the bounce, picked up, and brought down right away. And try to see who that was. What a play there. Number 20.
That was number 27.
27 on the play. That there, of course, is
actually, that might be
29. Darren Little, his second tackle.
Watch
of the
this
game.
again. He actually had a blocker right in front of him. He shoves him away with his left arm right there. Left shoulder, boom, gets to the returner and down at the 18.
Darren Little, his second tackle now on a punt for the special teams unit of the Chaos. So you talk about special teams unit in addition to the defense and offense. Very consistent play here all season long. They're doing a good job here tonight in the championship. 7-0 still Chaos lead. 4:43 to go here before the first half is over with, as the Madison Wolves start deep in their own territory at about the 16-yard line. Chris Davis out of the shotgun, trips right, one running back in the backfield, flag off the snap. They're going to let them play on, and Davis is brought down for a sack. As multiple Chaos defensive linemen get in there. Adam Nelson was the first one.
That might be a holding against the Wolves. That the initial direction is where the refs are pointing. So we'll get the call in just a second here.
And they're going to say a false start. It will be declined.
They're going to pick up the flag, it looks like.
Yes, they did decline it as the referee did give the signal. So it'll be 2nd down now. You do not repeat first down, but they still lose the yards on the sack. So it's going to be about a 3rd down and 13, 2nd and 13, excuse me. Out of the shotgun now is Davis. Fakes the screen pass. Pressure coming again. Throws it away. Caught. Spin. Brought down. Well short of the first down.
How did Davis get that throw
I don't know,
off?
man. That was what a move by Davis. But gains about 5 yards on there.
He was falling to the ground as soon as that happened. One more look at that. As you see, Davis fakes the handoff or the throw to first. Then he somehow just gets rid of it, and he had his receiver come back to it just in time.
3rd down and 7 here for the Wolves.
I don't even think he gained much there. I think he might have gained maybe 1 or 2 yards. It's only going to be 3rd down and
11. Excuse me. So Davis out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers set. 1 running back in the backfield. Taking the snap. Pressure coming again, and he is down. Another sack for the Chaos. Trying to get a word as to who it is. It was, again, Nelson, his 3rd sack of the game. Adam Nelson has been a beast on the defensive line.
And the Chaos have called a timeout as well here as the 4th down approaches for the Madison Wolves.
4th down.
And it was a loss of about 5 yards or so. It would be about a 4th and 16.
So obviously the punt unit will come out. Just over 3 minutes left here as the Chaos punt return team will get a chance to give them an excellent field position for the offense to come back out. So 4th and about 16 as both teams now, the Madison Wolves near their sideline. The Chaos return unit comes out. You see right there on your screen is James Former sitting at about the 37-yard line. Backing up, he is the return man for this Chaos team. Multiple returns this season, and he gets his first chance here tonight.
And we got more flags as they tell the Madison Wolves, get going. We got to get this game going here.
Yeah, you don't want that storm to come back. They did have an hour delay to start. Madison Wolves punt unit is out there. Back is Kendall Lawton, the punter for the Madison Wolves. You see getting ready to go here.
Punting out of his own end zone.
Yep. As they're marked at the 11-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Is Lawton. Takes it. Gets it off just barely. And bounces at about the 40 and down by the Madison Wolves. So the Chaos will come out. They'll have a 1st and 10 from the 40. Excellent field position as they will try to score again up 7-0 here in the GFL championship.
Yeah, and that punt off the impact when the ball hit the ground, that took a Chicago Chaos bounce back into Wolves territory. And as you mentioned, that's going to be at the Madison 40. So great field position for Anthony Ionati in this Chaos offense.
So Terrell Johnson is out there at running back. We've seen some C.J. Young in today. Johnson played the whole game last week. He rushed for 57 yards and a touchdown on 10 carries. Tonight, Johnson had that long 19-yard touchdown in the red zone in the end of the first quarter. He has 32 on the night on 4 carries. Anthony Ionati out of the gun, 4 wide receiver set. Johnson on the right. Ionati takes a hard count, takes a snap. He quarterback keeper makes a move. Ionati past the 40, past the 35 to the 30, gets hit hard at about the 26-yard line, about a 14-yard gain. Anthony Ionati on his first carry of the game. That was a designed run, Ryan.
Yeah, that was. And watch the move here as he almost was going to be taken down in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. He's going to run it there. Watch right there. Gets the little shimmy move there. He takes it ahead and gets a 1st down for the Chaos.
Talk about his athleticism. You don't really see it too often when he's back there in the pocket. But when he gets going downfield, I mean, last time he was here in Racine back in about week 6 against the Racine Raiders, Ionati had a 70-yard run for a touchdown. So he's got the speed to do it. Ionati out of the shotgun now here on 1st and 10. Takes the snap, looking left, throws one to Brockman. Brockman skies for the catch down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Chaos won a flag there, but there was no flag thrown.
Yep.
And Matthew Brockman might want to be careful here because they're exchanging some words after the play. No flags thrown again for that, so good thing the refs were right there to break it up. And both players go back to their respective huddles.
So a gain about 6-7 yards there. So it'll be about 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. Brockman, his 2nd catch of the game.
Now take a look at that. We'll take a look at that just in a moment. Brockman had a sky up for that one as he was brought down in the air. One more look at that as Brockman, who's going to be at the bottom of your screen here in just a moment. Snap from Ionati, looks to his left immediately. He knows where he's going with it, up in the air and coming down with it. Matthew Brockman at the 27-yard line.
So you see the players in the huddle. We have reached the 2-minute warning here. Again, 7-0 Chaos as they try to put some more points on the board before halftime.
One more look at that play from Brockman. Up in the air and down he goes with the ball.
Dangerous play there by the defender going that low. But no flag called. Brockman's a tough guy. He gets right back up.
Yep, and this part of the broadcast on SportsTownChicago.com and Chicago Chaos Football is brought to you by Tooker Flags. They are personalized penalty flags and challenge flags. It's a great fundraising tool and the official flag of the Gridiron Football League. For more information, visit them at www.tookerflags.com.
So Chaos come back on the field. Their offense, Madison Wolves defense is set. Chaos from the 21-yard line of the Wolves, just itching to get in the red zone here. As Ionati out of the shotgun. Taking the snap, drops back, looks left, pump fakes, now throws one deep to Brockman. Defender coming over, Brockman makes the catch in the end zone, waiting for the signal. Touchdown, Chaos on the 21-yard hookup from Anthony Ionati to Matthew Brockman as he high steps his way out of the end zone. Gets the congratulations from his teammate, his quarterback Ionati, as these guys hook up again in the playoffs.
This is a thing of beauty here. Watch the pump fake from Ionati right there, and then he does it, throws the nice fade to the corner of the end zone. Matthew Brockman. And we had the fan in the way to block the beauty of Matthew Brockman. We'll look at another angle from that right now. One more look, and watch the pump fake, and that was the big key here. Here it comes right there, the big pump fake, and then Ionati throws the fade to the Brockman in the end zone, over two defenders. Not an easy catch to make there from Brockman, and he comes out. He takes a hit towards the helmet as well from the hands of the defender, comes down with it, stays his whole body in bounds, touchdown, Chaos, and it's 13-0, and now 14-0 off of that extra point.
So Matthew Brockman having a day here. Ionati now 3 of 6 for 55 yards. And that touchdown pass to Matthew Brockman. Brockman's first reception for a touchdown today on his third catch.
Now watch this again. Here comes the pumping right there. And you see the left defender right there really get fooled by that because he initially jumped up to try to block the ball, as you saw in that replay there. Fooled him there on the pump fake, and then Ionati takes care of it there. Gets it to his favorite target, Matthew Brockman. Touchdown, Chaos.
An extra point was good by Dominic Kozlowski. He's now 2 for 2 today on extra points. One more look at that. The beautiful pump fake by Ionati. And I compare that.
It's just this duo that they've been shining all season long.
I mean, no chance at that. The safety was there late. I compare that pump fake to Ben Roethlisberger. He drives so hard, and in these conditions,
that wasn't
able
hard
to hold
pump
on
fake.
to it, and that really makes the defenders jump on it, and they have no choice to because you don't know if Ionati is going to throw it or not.
It's a thing of beauty.
So 14-0 here.
That's one of the better plays we have seen this Chaos offense have all season.
Yeah, they love doing that too, and you especially see it late here as the chemistry between receiver Brockman and quarterback Ionati develop late into the season. Dominic Kozlowski now kicking off to the Wolves. It's a good kick here, deep, taking it from the goal line. Now up past the 10, cuts inside, finds a little hole, gets to about the 20, past the 20 now, and brought down before the 25 at about the 23-yard line.
And we have a little bit of a after party after the play has been blown dead.
As players now is sent to
Looks
their
like
sidelines.
The Mass Wolves are getting a little frustrated.
They are. I mean, down 14-0 right now in the game. Still plenty of time left. Their offense has looked good.
And it looks like it's
gonna, they're looking at that.
Yeah, well,
penalty. I think it was offsides on the Chaos.
There'll be an additional yardage tacked onto that after the return.
As you see the call right there from our official. So offsides Chaos. That's going to tack some more yards to return. On the return right there was Kendall Lott and making some moves and still keep running
nice
upfield.
Little ankle breaker initially there. And I believe he is trying to go for that. There was Lorenzo Brandon, number 26 for the Chaos. Thought he was going to go one way, but then he shifted the other way and the ankle broke.
These punt returners, you see a lot here. I mean, just so tough to judge where they're going to go. Everything's going so fast. From up here, it looks a lot slower, but when you're on the field.
Right. And, we talked about this at the beginning of our broadcast. It does not appear that the rain-soaked field has really been that much of a factor for run plays or guys going down the field. And that's a good thing if we want it to stay that way as well. So it looks like they're going to actually
do
a
re-kick here. Usually kick from the 40. It's going to put them back 5 yards. Now kicking from the 35. So keep that in mind. The Madison Wolves, we're going to start at the 23. Let's see what they get now, if it's going to benefit or hurt the Chaos. So Kozlowski getting ready now, running up to the ball. The big kick here. It's a squib down. It bounces inside the 30 to the 24-yard line. Picked up out to the left, running east to west, and finally turns north-south. Gets brought down at about the 34-yard line, and finally taken down. So benefit Wolves on that penalty.
Yeah, you got about an additional 10 yards there off of that re-kick from the offsides on the previous kickoff attempt.
Yes, and on that return there was LaRon Ragsdale, listed as a quarterback. He's there at punt returning now.
There comes Chris
brought down
Davis.
by James Epley of the Chaos. So 1st and 10 here for the Madison Wolves. 1:29 to go here before half. They have to go the length about 64 yards to get in the end zone. Davis throws to the left, and that's going to be a flag. I think that's the right call, as he was a little bit early on the play.
Yeah, it also depends on where the contact was on the comeback route as well. We'll get another look at that.
One more look.
Let's see, because it was on the far side of your screen. Here comes the snap from Davis. And if we can get an angle as to where, right there, it comes in late. I couldn't see who that was initially that came in with I think the arm just wrapped around the wide receiver, I believe that was going for that one there, was number 12, Mike Stevenson. Here might be a better look at it. As right there at the top of your screen, the comeback right there as the run up the middle is good for a few yards.
Yeah, on that replay, there was a run. It was a short gain of 2 brought down there by Parrish Scott, his first tackle of the evening. And you go back to that. There have been a lot of penalties in this game for the Chaos, and but still defensively able to shut down the Wolves and force them. Still no points. Second down here. Taking the snap is Davis. He's scrambling to his left. His pressure's coming. Brought down for a sack. Another sack for this Chaos front four. Without the blitz, front four getting pressure and bringing him down. Number 91 on the play, Nick White, his second sack of the evening.
Yeah, here comes Nick White. Once again, he comes in right through right there, and he's able to chase down Davis, gets through the offensive line nicely. Big sack there for the Chaos defensive line as we are under a minute now. And it's second and almost a zip code to go for the Madison Wolves.
So this front four has been able to get to Davis and bring him down, get pressure on him without blitzing. And now it will be a 3rd and long here, 3rd and 17, as Davis takes the snap. Looking right, throws a bullet. No one there as that hits the ground, incomplete. And you assume the punt return will come out here as about 25 seconds to go here before halftime.
Yeah, I got confused on that previous play. The scoreboard had 3rd down, and then the chain marker on the far side did have 2nd down there.
Yes.
But up here in the booth, we did have it right. So it is 4th and long now for the Wolves as we have.
As teams coming off the field now, they're going to put the return unit on and the punting unit of the Wolves. As I believe there might have been a timeout on the field as both teams go to their own sidelines.
Timeout charge there by the Chaos.
So let's take a quick look at how we got here. 14-0, 20 seconds ago here before the second half. Saw the first touchdown for the Chaos was a 19-yard run by Jarrell Johnson. Right before that, he rushed for 8 yards to get them in the red zone. And then in the second quarter, we saw the Anthony Ionati 21-yard pass to Matthew Brockman on that beautiful pump fake he does, and they connect again. And we've seen that corner route right when they get to the 20. We saw it tonight. They went for it, and Ionati threw it a little over, and luckily Jarrell Johnson was able to run that.
Yeah, and this is going to – let's see what happens here with this return as going back there to return.
I believe that was – last time they had Sumling back there. I believe that's James Former. Now it's tough to see the number. I know James Former likes to wear those red sleeves, though he usually wears every week. So taking a high snap. The punt does get off. It's a high punt. Drifting back, and that is Jason Sumling as he muffs the catch. Now he gets upfield, cuts back to the left, gets a nice block. It's going to be a flag on the play. That's coming back no matter where this goes. The Sumling gets to the outside now across the 40 to about the 43. It will not stay there as there was a block there, a block in the back, and that's going to bring the Chaos offense to a worse field position than the 43-yard line. That was back at about the 25.
Yeah, and considering there's only 9 seconds left, I don't
you're not
think
going to see much. You may just see a knee here as you're up 14-0. You do not want to make any mistakes before halftime with a lead.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, you have a 14-0 lead right now in the 2015 Gridiron Football League Championship. There's that block in the back there, and there was the flag thrown for that, so it didn't matter where this return was going to go. That's coming back either way. And Ionati and the Chaos offense is just going to come back and maybe a quick run, if anything. And this one's going to be really pinned.
Yeah,
this could be interesting here in this final 9 seconds, what this Wolves defense is going to do here.
You mentioned a quick run, and a lot of people would say, why don't you take a knee? Well, you look how close they are to their end zone run. And if you take a knee, maybe the Wolves call timeout, and they force you to try to run. So, I mean, you might just give this to Jarrell Johnson.
The Wolves have 2 timeouts left, and the Chaos have 1. So let's see what they do here. I believe it looks like Ionati just wants to knee it here and move on to the half.
I think they will just take a knee here as they are at about the 14-yard line. As they're calling for a ball.
Matt Brockman was talking to the defender.
Yeah.
So they were telling Brockman to get back within the huddle as well because he was jawing words there with
number 5. That's Lewis Stallworth. Excuse me, not Lewis Stallworth. That is 1 second until I get a word on
Agent
this.
5.
No, they got 5. It's Michael Hefner.
Doesn't matter though. That's an Ionati.
So that's going to do it here for the first half here in the GFL Championship. Chicago Chaos and the Madison Wolves. Chaos lead 14-0. Stay with us through the break here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Very short in halftime. If you need to go to the concession stand, now will be a good time.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Cheryl Scott with NBC5.
I think one of the most important things in the broadcasting industry really is getting a hands-on experience. And a lot of colleges and universities don't always offer that. Reach for, work for what you want to do and stay extremely focused. And if you do that and stay positive, I think everything will fall into place.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
SportsTownChicago.com is the internet sports station that is located at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, Illinois. We offer you a chance, or should I say, an opportunity, to become an on-air personality, get invited to live sporting events, and we teach you how to interact with your listeners. Get the training you need to get in the broadcasting industry. Just go to SportsTownChicago.com or dial 630-916-1700.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Kevin Wood, Production Director, Next Media, Joliet.
My favorite part about going to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting was, first of all, I got to do everything here. For anybody looking to get into the program, I would say be ready to learn, be ready to get in here and really take your skills to another level on your own. The instructors can show you how to do it.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program.
My name is Greg Easterlin. I work for The Drive, 97.1 FM radio station in Chicago. I'm the DJ for them. It's very important to get those basics as far as broadcasting and to be in a place where you can get hands-on experience. And then when you get into an internship situation with a regular station, and you're valuable in a situation like that.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Have you ever wanted a career in sports broadcasting? Matt Abaticola here, and I'm a graduate of the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Their program offers hands-on training in radio, television, and web design. You can host sports shows, do play-by-play and color commentary of live games. You'll learn on-air and behind-the-scenes skills just like I did. ICB Lombard's program offers internships, job placement, and financial aid for those who qualify. For more information, go to beonair.com or text MATT to 33239. That's MATT to 33239.
Welcome back to Chicago Chaos Football. We had a shortened halftime there due to the delay on the game, the 1 hour delay because of the storm. Chicago Chaos lead here 14-0 against the Madison Wolves. You listen to SportsTownChicago.com. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is Ryan Fahey. Pretty interesting first half there as obviously the Chaos do leave 14-0. Quick little reset before we start the second half. Anthony Ionati, 3 for 6, only 6 attempts in this game. He has 58 yards, the 21-yard completion to Matthew Brockman for a touchdown. Brockman and Former, the only two receivers that have catches tonight. Former, 3 catches for 4 yards, and Brockman, 3 catches for 51. So you look at Brockman, and Brockman obviously getting the majority of the throws from Anthony Ionati, And Jarrell Johnson has 4 carries for 32 yards. He has a touchdown run that went for 19. His last run, though, he did fumble and turn over. He has not gotten the ball since that. You look on the other side of the football now for their defense. Nick Olson's been all over the field. Talk about him. 4 tackles. He had the 1 interception and the forced fumble. With the forced fumble, did not go as a turnover, though.
Yeah, he's been all over the football defensively for the Chicago Cats. And when you spoke about him at the start of our broadcast earlier on, that Nick Olson, and when you talked to him before the game, that, this is their time. They want to win that 4th straight GFL championship. He was pumping him up. He was going to be the one that was at least ready to go. He just wanted everybody else to be on the same page, and he's leading by example. He was talking it up for his teammates, and he's backing up his talk for his teammates as well on the field, as you mentioned, with all those incredible stats he had in just that first half.
Yeah, so we're about to get started here. I'm going to give a quick shout-out. Happy birthday to Eddie Fernandez, who is head of the concession stand here in historic Horlick Field for the Racine Raiders. He's been with the Racine Raiders here at Horlick for 36 years. He turned 60 today. Happy birthday,
Happy 60th.
Eddie Fernandez.
The big 6-0.
Talk about the commitment there, staying with the Racine Raiders. Excellent field here is
and you know
historic
what?
Horlick Stadium.
60 is just a number.
60 is just a number.
That's all.
You're only as old as what you feel.
Exactly.
Exactly. And
you can be
age
60, but you can feel like you're 25.
Come here and watch some excellent football. GFL Championship ready to resume, ready to start the second half. Put 15 minutes on the clock, third quarter, as the Chaos will receive. Now, you have to be careful here because we've seen this in the past with the kicking teams being down to start the second half or being up here in the GFL. They'd like to do a lot of onside kicks. So the Chaos must be ready for this. They do have 5 guys up at the 50, which is normal. But you have to expect everything.
We've also seen the Chaos.
We've seen the Chaos do this.
A couple times. They did it last week against the Zion Atomic Swarm. They did that onside kick trick a few times against them as well. Now, granted, they were only successful, I believe it was one time last week they were successful with it. You don't see it often, but again, as you mentioned, you got to watch out for it. And considering the Wolves are down by 2 scores with 2 quarters to go, it wouldn't be surprising if they went for it. But they, with a holder because of the win and the ball being knocked down, let's see what happens here with it.
And he takes a short back drop, is number 4 of the Wolves, and kicks it deep. Kendall Lawton back deep and taken at the 10. Out to the right, I believe that's James Former. Now up to the 30, making some moves across the 30, near the 35, down at about the 34-yard line. 24-yard return there for James Former. So the Chaos will come out and pretty good.
Oh, no, that was actually Shan McFarland on the return, number 3.
Yes, you are correct, Shan McFarland. So Former has not been back there at all in this game. They've been doing a lot of Jason Sumling. Former, usually their punt returner and kick return. They had Jason Sumling there earlier, and now you just saw McFarland back there. And they're calling for a ball again. They've been having some trouble getting the ball on the field.
What a throw there from the sidelines.
Tight spiral and everything. Quarterback is there.
Did we get a shot of that? What a throw.
You didn't have the visual there, but it was a pretty good throw, about a 30-yard bullet.
That was about a good 25-yard bullet there from the sidelines.
So Anthony Ionati comes on the field out of the shotgun. 35-yard line start of the Chaos. 4 wide receiver spread. Johnson in the backfield. He does receive this after fumbling last time. Johnson holding on to that ball tight. Gets across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Gain about 6 yards there.
I wonder if our highlight camera person, Kristen Bakke, was the one who threw that 25-yard bullet.
We can check it. She was down there on the sideline.
Maybe she's got a cannon for an arm.
And you see there, that's the play back earlier, James Sumling, that was called back on the block in the back. So Jarrell Johnson now up to 38 yards. He was MVP last year in the GFL championship. He always gets up for these games. He's having kind of a tough run here as the fumble happened last half. He gets a nice run there on the 6-yard carry. He's up to 38 yards now on 5 carries. Coming to the line of scrimmage now as we take one more look at that Johnson run. Is Ionati out of the gun, 4 wide receiver spread, takes it, fakes the handoff to Johnson. Now pump fake, throws it deep. McFarland down the sideline, one-handed catch, could not haul it in. Trying to go a little too fancy there, maybe. I think he had enough room to put both hands out there.
Yeah, that was a split-second decision, and you can hear the Chaos sidelines and the fans saying 2 hands as well.
Yes.
We'll take a look at that one more time in just a moment. It might have been a split-second decision. Watch this again. It was a great throw from Anthony Ionati, first of all. Fakes the handoff, and he does the pump fake again, as you mentioned. And I understand why he's
I understand why he tried to do that. I don't think he was trying to be too cute there. I think it was the only option he had.
It's just that split-second decision. You just reach out your one arm just to try to corral it in. That would have been a heck of a catch either way, but as you mentioned, you'd like to see him get 2 hands on it, but I understand why he reached out for 1.
Second down and 6. Johnson to the right of Ionati in the backfield. 3 wide receiver trips left. taking the snap is Ionati. Throws it to McFarland on the slant, incomplete. It's going to be a 3rd down and 6 on the incompletion. Anthony Ionati now 3 for 8.
Yeah, that was a low and away throw there from Ionati over to McFarland, who was coming in on a slant route towards the middle. And it looks like as the chain lines, by the way, have switched to the near side of the field for this half. It's about 4th and 5, or 4th and 4, excuse me. And here comes the punting unit. And Ionati not too pleased about the punting unit coming out there. He wanted to see if his team was going to be able to go for it on 4th down.
So the punt is a high snap. It goes
boy.
over to Kozlowski. He goes back and picks it up, and he's going to have to just go down here and take the loss. And that's going to go back to inside the 15 of the Wolves. They're going to get the turnover with excellent field position at the 14-yard line in the red zone already of the Chaos. That is 14-0, but you cannot make that mistake here. Championship game here for the GFL, your 4th straight trip, and just a mental mistake on the snap goes way too high over Kozlowski. One more look at that, just bullets pass a la Broncos and Seahawks in Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah, and if you're the Madison Wolves, this was the second half start you wanted. You wanted to force the Chaos to go 3 and out, and even better for their sake, a bad snap there on the 4th down. An excellent position for the Wolves to get on the board in this game.
Now Chris Davis out of the shotgun from the 14 of the Chaos. Takes the snap, looks right, no one there, throws one up, tipped in the air, picked off at the 5-yard line and sliding down to the 10. So quick switch there as the Chaos give it away, and the Chaos bring it right back. Interception there. I'm trying to see.
Look out here.
And we have a flag as a fight now starting. I saw a punch throw maybe.
That's where the flag came in.
Yes, and that was not smart there.
I couldn't
tell who threw it. It was so much.
So that's going to be an unsportsmanlike for the throw there after the interception. So that's going to be unsportsmanlike, at least on the Chaos side. There are 2 flags on the field. I don't know if there's going to be any additional penalties on top of that. So it's going to be an unsportsmanlike. So this might pin the Chaos back within their own 5, pending what the penalties are to come.
And yeah, I know high emotions here. It's the championship game, but you have to keep that in check.
Yeah, here's a replay. That was a replay of that botched snap earlier.
So the officials do talk it over.
But as you said, Cody, that there might have been a punch thrown. I saw who did it.
It was tough to see because there was a huge huddle around it. Here comes a look at the play.
It was a tip ball again.
It was tip ball at the line and going over, making the interception right there. As we stop it there, we get a nice little look there. Running back, I'm trying to get a number there. I believe it was number 12. That would be Dylan Hunter.
So it was Dylan Hunter's the one who kind of threw the ball.
Kind of
right there.
Nice shot
right,
here.
yeah, right.
As
so
the Wolves are over
the
there.
Let's see.
He still has it there. Go forward on that. He's getting up. You can see.
Right there. They're right there. Right there. He threw it, and there was offsetting penalties. And then afterwards, we see the skirmish. So the unsportsmanlike on the cast and on the penalty following that.
And you had to
There's the push
right
there. So that's where the offsetting penalties come into play. So you have both unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on the Chaos and the Wolves respectively, those being offset, and the ball will be at the Chaos 10-yard line. That's where they're going to start this offensive drive.
And by the way, that was David Palma with the interception on that one.
Yeah, and Palmer's the one who, again, threw the ball to the Wolves sideline, and that's where the first flag came.
So starting from their own 10, deep in close to their goal line is Anthony Ionati in the Chaos. Out of the shotgun, pitches one to Johnson to the right. Johnson crosses the line of scrimmage out to the sideline, now to the 15, to 11. That's going to be a late hit as the flag is thrown right away. Tack on 15 more yards on the 6-yard run by Jarrell Johnson. So that's going to be a first down for the Chaos. As extracurriculars now on the field, Madison was very frustrated. And the Chaos now drawing with
the Chaos have got to be careful.
They got to stay on their sideline and up 14-0 in this game. Do not make any crucial mistakes. As they're yelling on the field right there, you see the shot, number 55 for the Chaos. Coach screaming at him.
Yeah,
that's Jamal Dudley.
Please keep your heads calm during the game.
As we get a nice there from our PA announcer. Having fun up here in the booth.
There we go.
So
it looks like this is going to be on the Wolves, as you mentioned.
Yes, it was definitely a late hit.
The officials now need to take control of this game. Because now you don't want
two plays in a row.
You really don't want things to spiral out of control now.
That's 2 plays in a row.
It's
where
the
you
third
have,
quarter.
Yes, third quarter, about just over 11 minutes to go.
I mean,
so one more look at this. It was a good play call here. You get the pitch out to Johnson. He gets right back to the line of scrimmage. No one there. And you see the late hits Keep going. Slow it down a little bit. Stop. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop it right there. He's out of bounds, and there's the hit.
Not necessary
Good
at
call
all.
there. Unnecessary right there. It's going to tack on 15
I know the
more
excuse
yards.
for the Wolves can say, well, there was just momentum, but if you know he's going to the silence, and that's what we saw Johnson clearly. He was clearly motioning to the silence. You see the
handoff down to
push.
C.J. Young. Sorry to cut you off, Ryan, as C.J. Young goes up the field. Keeping those legs turning, will not go down. Finally does. Picks up about 7 yards on the play. C.J. Young, a nice run there on his 3rd carry of the game. He's now 15 on the night on 3 carries. One more look at that, Ryan.
Yeah, and watch it again as you see, again, the offensive line creating some nice holes up the middle for the run game so far this game against the Wolves, and this has been carried over into their semifinal game they had last week at home against the Zion Atomic Swarm. That offensive line created some major holes for runs to go up the middle, and as you mentioned, that was a nice game.
So after the 1st and 10 from the 15-yard penalty, it'll be 2nd down and about 4 on the 6-yard carry from Young. I-9 takes a snap, gives it back to Young. Young cuts to the right, trying to get outside, gets wrestled down, stays on his feet. He's going to have a 1st down here. Goes down at about the 46-yard line. Chaos 1st down on the nice carry by C.J. Young, about a 5-6-yard gain there.
That was a nice little power run there by Young.
And we talk about Young, it's nice to have these 2 different backs, 2 different guys, 2 different philosophies. You got the speed and quickness of Joel Johnson. You got the smash mouth style.
Yeah, right here. Here comes
Young.
He comes to the right side. Nice opening there to go to the right side. He gets through one defender, and he almost sheds off another, but he did get enough for the 1st down as they are now back at their own 46.
1st and 10 here in the 3rd quarter, just over 10-minute mark. Chaos lead 14-0 here in the GFL Championship. We're seeing Wisconsin, historic Holdick Field. Taking the snap, fakes the run to C.J. Young, throws it to McFarland on the sideline, and could not haul it in. A tough adjustment McFarland tried to make and just could not get it. And the deep ball for the Chaos just not there tonight.
Yeah, it's been a bit inconsistent, Cody, and that ball was really overthrown there by Anthony Ionati anyway. One more look at that as, again, he does the hard pump fake, and then he looks down the field to the near side to McFarland, and that was just way out of his reach anyway. And we discussed this earlier as McFarland went for that one-handed catch. He had no choice but to try to go for a one-handed catch there. Didn't work, incomplete.
Yes, Anthony Ionati having some trouble in the passing game. He's completing only 50% of his passes. Takes the snap, hands out to Young. Young trying to get to the outside, stumbles forward, picks up maybe 3 yards.
It looks like they're going to spot that at about the 49-yard line, right near the midfield.
So it'll be about 7 yards to go here on the 3rd down on that 2nd and 10 run for C.J. Young. See it one more time. He did show some speed there, trying to cut it outside and put his head down and just try to pick up as many as he can. Smart running there by C.J. Young.
Trying to get something out of nothing.
Yeah, he had 5 carries on the evening, 27 yards. Running game working very well for the Chaos as a team. They have rushed for 72 yards between Johnson and Young. Ionati also chipped in 14. Ionati scrambles to the left now after the snap, throws one deep to the sideline, incomplete. Intended receiver was Matthew Brockman. Ionati now 6 of 13 throwing. He's completed 3 passes to Brockman and 3 passes to Former.
Yeah, that was a well-covered play defensively there by the Mass Wolves. Ionati really didn't have much to work with there as he was going to try to throw that across his body to his favorite target, Matthew Brockman.
You talk about last week, Ryan. It was really a grind for the Chaos. They only won 28-20 against the Swarm. Swarm played very tough. It's pretty much the same thing here. You do have a 2-touchdown lead, but, I mean, you saw the momentum shifting as the Wolves forced that turnover down there. Chaos forced another turnover, give it right back. But the Wolves are still right in this game with just under 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, and they will get the ball again on the punt return. Kozowski takes it back, punts it, line drive, kick.
Nice punt.
It's going to bounce and get a nice Chaos bounce, and picked up at the 10, across the 20, now to the 25, to the 30, on the outside to the 40. Blockers coming to the 50. It looks like he steps out of bounds. A nice return there. And number 10 on the play, that is for the Wolves, Austin Ryan, wide receiver. One more look at that. You get a nice Chaos bounce, but you got 3 defenders there. He just blows right by him, just Devin Hester that, as he gets down the sideline. The speed of Austin Ryan to get down there, and never got tackled, just stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a nice clean pickup there off the bouncing ball as it kind of was taking some weird bounces towards Austin Ryan. He picked that up cleanly, had a few blocks to the far sideline, and he took it right to his own 47.
Good eye coordination there. That's tough to do, pick that ball up on the bounce. So from the 47-yard line of the Wolves, as Chris Davis out of the shotgun, hands it off to his running back by up the middle, and picking up a few yards close to their 1st down on that about 7-8 yard carry as he's pushed back before progress will negate that.
Yeah, that was Mike Stevenson
Mike
there
Stevenson
on the carry.
having an excellent game here for the Wolves. Their running game has been really working. We talk about the Mike Stevenson and obviously quarterback Chris Davis. He had 8 carries for 39 yards in that first half, and he's a bull and a tough guy to bring down.
Yeah, good movement by the offensive line going forward with it, trying to create some holes there for Stevenson.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 3 here after a 7-yard carry by Mike Stevenson. As out of shotgun again is Chris Davis, 4 wide receiver spread. This has been their formation for most of the game. Davis takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, finds a hole, and it's going to be an automatic. It's going to be first down right there as he stays on his feet and just keeps weaving and diving and finding a little space to move. Barely was touched there as he didn't have the breaking tackles, but he's just making guys miss. One more look at that, Ryan. You see how narrow that hole is, but he just slips in there and keeps his eyes forward, just weaving and diving away, and picks up a nice gain. First down, Wolves.
Yeah, and it is only 5'9" frame as well. He is going to be able to kind of squeeze through those, openings just a little bit more than maybe your average 6'1" or 6'2" running back. He's got a little bit of size to his advantage when it comes to that, and that's a bad snap.
And a fumble. Flag is down, though. So we're going to wait to see what the flag – I don't know what the flag was, if that was a false start or if that was an encroachment penalty.
It's a false start.
False start on the Madison Wolves. Moving back 5 yards, so it'll be a 2nd and 15, 2nd and 15 here. 1st and 15 as they resume play.
Again, that was the bobble snap to begin with. That didn't even get to Davis there at all. As he was running up to the line to try to get that one, but the Wolves did fall on top of it.
Out of the shotgun now is Chris Davis. 4 wide receivers set. Waiting for the snap. Takes it, drops back, stays in that pocket, throws one to the sideline, caught at about the 29, and wrestled out of bounds. And be careful there, Nick Olsen.
You know what? Look at that, though. He knew right
away
pulled
back.
To pull back on that one, to not get called for a late hit or any unnecessary roughness
Smart
penalty.
play there by Nick Olsen as he had confidence in his teammate to make that tackle.
No, and the fact that the wide receiver was going out of bounds anyway.
Yes, he was. So a 2nd down here.
No huddle.
No huddle offense for the Wolves as Davis out of the gun again. Throws back, same play on the little curl route. And picking up a few yards. I believe he has the first down there, Ryan, as he's going to go down to 21. And they move the chains. First down, Madison Wolves.
Now one more look at that play just a moment ago. Again, quick play there. Doesn't even take it took maybe 2 steps back and just quick throw. That's a design play.
And you continue the no-huddle offense, trying to keep the chaos off.
This is what's worked against the chaos defense is no-huddle offense.
As Davis hands off to his running back up the middle. He slips and is down and tagged down after maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain on that one.
Yeah, that's probably the first time we've seen the running game from either side be effective with the wet grass.
Yeah, Mike
we had the rain delay
slip.
beforehand.
We talked about that. Would that affect these guys?
And it really hasn't.
It really hasn't. That's really, as you mentioned, the first time a guy has slipped after taking that carry. So 2nd down now here, about 2nd and 9. As out of the shotgun is Chris Davis, waiting for the snap. The chaos showing blitz as they jump, and no flag. They're going to keep playing.
No flag
and there's
there.
a hit, Nick. I mean, you see both teams kind of stop playing. They didn't know if they were expecting a flag. There was no flag called.
Yeah,
though.
Davis is looking for I was looking for a flag. I thought for sure they were going to throw a flag. Nothing was called there.
And that was Nick White coming in there and laying a hit on Chris Davis. One more look at that. You see
right there,
movement.
And then that's one
and
right
the
there.
jumps up.
Everybody's thinking there's going to be a flag. Nothing was there.
Hey, Nick White didn't hear a whistle, didn't see a flag. He kept coming in. You're going to see him on the outside edge on the left of your screen.
He must have just got bad. I mean, that's close.
Yeah.
That is really close.
There's Nick White right there. He doesn't hear anything. He's going to keep
now
going.
Now we have a flag on the field. And it's going to be on Sportsman against the Wolves.
That's going to move them back 15 yards.
That might be on Davis for talking to the referee about where the flags were. And I think the whole sideline was talking about it, too, to the side judge.
Now, both teams here tonight have made some bad mistakes with the penalties, with the personal fouls,
Yeah,
but they keep adding up.
You see Davis flinched there right before he got the ball.
Well, I tell you what, you don't.
And they were looking for a flag for maybe pass interference in the end zone as well.
Even if there is a flag, if they don't blow the whistle, you play on.
You play until you hear a whistle.
You don't get up and just because you assume
but
there's
that's
going to be a penalty.
Everybody stopped.
Everybody stopped.
Yeah.
Everybody stopped. You got to keep playing. I understand it. Maybe it was a bad call, but you have to. If that whistle doesn't come, you got to keep playing. Third. And 2nd and 23 here, running out as Davis throws one deep and batted down on the sideline. Incomplete. I was going to bring up a 3rd and long.
No more look at that one. Nobody jumped off sides there.
So no flag on that play either.
That wasn't, and Davis was trying to needle that through double coverage as well. And if you're going to try to go through double coverage against the chaos defense, Usually the result's not going to be that good.
So as the officials resume, and trying to see what's going on here. Madison Wolves were on the sideline. They come back out, trying to figure out something going on after that play. It was, long play to convert as Davis tried to fire one in there, and so it's going to be a third down and 23.
No, it's a fourth down.
It's a fourth and 23.
Yeah, Sports Mike did,
fourth and
I
23.
believe, so,
yeah,
down.
Right. So Davis scrambles, throws one deep to the end zone, going for it here, and incomplete. Skying high for the receiver on the outside. No good. Turnover on downs. And the Chaos will take over up 14-0.
But and I believe Davis is down in the backfield.
That is not Davis.
That
is actually
that looks like
that's a number. Let's take a look at the replay. You saw it was offensive lineman on there. He got pushed back. If we can go back and trying to see who it is, number 4. Watch it right here.
Not Tom Sweet.
He's on offensive lineman, left tackle on your left side of the screen. He gets pushed back right there, right in the face.
They look like he had his leg just wrapped underneath him or something, right?
Right there, yeah, right there. See on the left, in the purple jersey on the Wolves, gets his foot right there. Stop it.
Oh.
Right there.
That's not going to be a pretty picture.
No, it's not. And he is up now, and he does walk up as number 47, offensive lineman for the Wolves, Patrick Rode. One more look at that, as he is okay. He walks off underneath his own power, but scary moment there for the Wolves.
He flopped over his own teammate there, and he kind of landed head and neck first towards the grass. Just maybe had to shake off the cobwebs there a little bit.
Turnover on downs now. Chaos will take over from their own 34-yard line. Ionati out of the gun, trips right, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson finds a hole, breaks through, now tries to cut to the outside in a nice tackle there as he does pick up good yards and a first down. Again, about 12 yards as Johnson rolling now, 7 carries for 56 yards.
There's a reason why Johnson loves these kind of games. That's why he was the MVP in last year's Gridiron Football League Championship. Well, he was almost ready to bust out for a big one there.
Yeah, you talk about the play of Anthony Ionati, captain of this team. Jarrell Johnson, another captain on this offense. You see how important he is for this team. One more look at this. You just look at the vision and the heart and the fight by Johnson that he puts forward on this run to pick up 12 yards as he's moving left to right, finds a hole, and a tough tackle made there as he keeps trying to fight for more yards, but finally gets brought down. So now coming to end around to James Former to the outside on the left. Former trying to get positive yardage. He does get some yards, about a 3 or 4 yard gain. 5-yard gain. James Former, his first carry of the evening.
As you mentioned, it's not the. And we noticed there, as Former was going to the far side, kind of towards the Wolves sideline, he kind of caught ahead of him, so his body was going more forward than his legs were. And
there was a flag down.
There's a flag on the far side of the field, right at the 48.
And that's going to go against the Chaos as they start walking backwards.
It might be a holding call.
Officials trying to sort this out. We're going to get a signal here very soon.
Yeah, they have it. Yeah, they threw the flag at the Chaos's 48.
It's holding on the Chaos. So that's going to bring them back.
And they're going to set the ball at the Chicago 40.
So negate that run by Former. That comes off the board.
Yeah, let's see where the holding might have been. It might have been on the far side over there. Right behind Former is where it looks like the holding might have took place. So now it's going to be second down and do my math
yeah,
right.
I'm trying to see that line of scrimmage was right there. So about second and 17.
Let me go back to counting. 1, 2, 3.
I got it, Ryan. I think second and 17 is good.
There we go.
Ryan Fahey does not endorse math.
No.
Out of the shotgun is Anthony I-94, wide receiver set, moving Former in motion, fakes that around, now hands off to Johnson. And look at that hole. There's a lead blocker breaking through across the 50. First down at the 40, still on his feet. What a run there by Jarrell Johnson, going all the way from about the 42-yard line to the other side of the field to about the 31-yard line.
It didn't appear that there was urgency for the Wolves to bring him down.
Run. There were,
one guy draped on Johnson, and Johnson was kind of carrying that defender with him. One more look at all the wide open space there, and look, just finds a nice hole. And here comes the one defender that was kind of hanging on to Johnson for probably a next 7 or 8 yards there. And again, there's just guys standing there.
And the play right before that,
look at right there. Okay, right next to he's just.
The play right before that, Ryan, they ran that end around to Former. They do the same play, but fake it to Former and hand out to Johnson the shotgun. Now they have moving in motion is Hampton and pitch to Johnson. Nice block on the outside by Loving. Johnson spins back inside, trying to get some yards. He does not. I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain on the run.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 still. Nothing doing there for Johnson.
Jarrell Johnson now 9 carries for 75 yards and a touchdown.
Actually, they're going to see. It actually looked like he about to lost it.
And we have a timeout on the field.
Oh, no,
it's actually the end of the third quarter. So winding down here, Chaos lead in this game.
That was an aggressive takedown, as we saw on that replay, by the way.
14-0. Chaos lead over the Wolves. GFL Championship. You're listening live here on SportsTownChicago.com.
You want to do a live sports show with up to 3 of your friends?
Yeah.
Would you like to be invited to live sporting events?
Well, yeah.
Well, you can now with SportsTownChicago.com. Sportstown Chicago is the home of the ICB Sports Network. Learn blogging, podcasting, and promos right here at SportsTownChicago.com. For more information, go to beonair.com or dial 630-916-1700. SportsTownChicago.com. We're in the league of our own. SportsTownChicago.com is the internet sports station that is located at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, Illinois. We offer you a chance, or should I say, an opportunity, to become an on-air personality, get invited to live sporting events, and we teach you how to interact with your listeners. Get the training you need to get in the broadcasting industry. Just go to SportsTownChicago.com or dial 630-916-1700.
Welcome back, everybody, to Chicago Chaos Football GFL Championship here between the Chaos and the Wolves here on SportsTownChicago.com. Chicago Chaos lead 14-0 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Chaos with the ball. I'm Cody Grant. Alongside me is Ryan Fahey. Chaos start from the Wolves' 38-yard line.
And as part of the broadcast to start the fourth quarter is brought to you by TNT Athletics, located in Crystal Lake, Illinois. They provide athletic-based training to youth and adult programs that fit for your high-energy environment. TNT is here to help you reach your fitness goals.
I-90 move forward, motion fake to hit out. Brockman deep. He has a beat in, just could not haul it in. I don't know if that was overthrown. I want one more look at that as Brockman had the man beat just a tad bit past his hands. He could not haul it in. Would have been 6 more points for the Chaos. One more look. You see the fake on the run to
Brockman
former.
at the bottom of your screen there. He takes off, and I don't know if he just lost traction. Maybe he just got a half step behind it.
So incomplete there, as that's going to bring up a
2nd and 10.
And we had some trouble with they didn't tell the clock guy to start the clock there. So we'll have to fix that right now. It's going to be a 2nd and 10, though, as Iannati moving former in motion, face hand of the former. Get to Johnson. Johnson, look at the cut on there. Look at the hard running by Johnson as he's going to be close to another first down there.
That is going to be a first down.
I think that is an 11-yard gain. They get a signal of first down there. It's really close. The first down marker at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, no, they brought him back. It looks like his knee was down before.
Okay, so it's going to be about a yard short, 9-yard carry there
Looking
for
at
Johnson.
this, he is down right there. He's going to be down at about the 26-7 yard line, I should say.
And Jarrell Johnson trots off the field. He's limping a little bit. Tough running for Johnson. 10 carries for 84 yards. 8.4 yards a carry. He also has a touchdown in this game.
And it's just a 3rd down and 1.
Coming back is 3rd down and 1. Anthony Iannati out of shotgun. C.J. Young now in the game. 4 wide receiver set. Iannati rushes up to the center, and you're going to try a QB sneak. And you just see the ball. He tried to stretch it out.
I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it either. It's going to be short, I believe. But he did stretch the ball out and try to get the ball across.
I wonder if you'll be able to see on our replay here.
One more look. You see him run up to the under center. He's going to try a quick QB sneak here, and watch. He stretches the ball out. Just wait for it.
And he's in that scrum, too.
You see right there. It's like a windmill.
Right.
Go back and stop it right
there. No, that's not a football.
No,
he didn't get it.
There. Okay, he did not get it. He was short.
I don't see how he – I don't think he got that. That's –
and
it's going to have to depend on the spot,
is coming
too.
off the field, and looks like they're going to measure it. Shane Gang coming out. First measurement of the game. This will be exciting. Let's see where they spotted it, and let's see if they're going to give the Chaos the first down.
Yep, and
one more look at that.
And the Chang Gang is members from the Chicago Force women's tackle football team as well.
Chicago Force had another excellent season again this year.
And it's short.
It is short.
By about 5 inches, I get barely. And supposedly that was 4th down.
Wow, okay.
All right.
So turnover on downs. The Mavs and the Wolves will take over.
I thought that was 3rd down, but I must have got my math wrong. Do apologize.
So 1st and 10 for the
Wolves. I'm always
Wolves.
wrong with my math.
As the Chaos defense now on the field. Chaos defense playing pretty good here. Nick Olson leading the way with 4 tackles. As trying to get out the field, that's going to be too many guys on the field. Timeout Chaos. Good call there on the sideline as they were trying to get their 12th man off the field, had too many men. So no penalty there as they do get the timeout.
That's not the timeout you want to waste.
No, it is not. It is
not.
It is not the timeout. You do not. Those 3 timeouts are so crucial in any game, especially championship. You're only up by 2 touchdowns.
One more look at this sneak here, which supposedly was 4th down. And he rushes up quickly, and you see the collapse there of the Wolves' defense come right in, and Ioannidis somewhere in that
don't think
scrum.
he got it. I mean, he never got any yards forward, no positive on there.
Yeah, he got nothing.
At best, he got back to the line of scrimmage. So,
yeah, it's hard to tell. I don't think he got it anyways.
So again, 14-0 here. Chaos do lead. 13:36 to go and counting. Here at historic Horlick Field in Racine, Wisconsin, for the GFL Championship.
As part of the broadcast on SportsTownChicago.com is brought to you by Your Dog Drew. For more information, give them a call at 847-446-8290.
So resume play here as the Wolves come out. Out of the shotgun is Chris Davis. 4 wide receivers spread. 1 running back in the backfield is Mike Stevenson. Taking the snap is Davis, looking right. Pressure coming. Adam Nelson tries to get in there. Davis hustles out of there, gets upfield, moving down at about the 38-yard line, and that's going to be close to the first down. And a broken down play there, but Davis making something out of nothing.
Watch him keep climbing up in the pocket as well. 1, 2, then he just decides to go for it on the 3rd time he decides for it. Nice play there by Chris Davis. He even gets around 1 defender as well.
First down Wolves. And you talk about there, I mean.
It was a gain of about 11 yards, I believe.
Yes. So 1st and 10 now for the Wolves at about close to the 39-yard line of their own territory. Down 14-0 here. Have to make something happen pretty quick here as we have 12:44 and counting. Out of shotgun is Davis. His jersey ripped to shreds as he's taking a beating from the Chaos.
He has like a Madison Wolf style Superman cape.
That was good analogy there, Ryan. As he has taken a beating. I mean, he's been running through this. He's been trying to put the Wolves on his back, and the Chaos
you
has
can't even
just
see
been
the front
running it
number
up.
anymore. I mean,
No.
it's been ripped off.
Oh, he waited for the right time to do it. I mean, last game of the season is the game if you're going to have a jersey rip.
Yeah. I mean, it seriously looks like a cape from behind.
2nd down here as Davis taking the snap out of the shotgun, fakes his handoff, throws it to the left, and caught near the first down. He's going to be short, though, at about the 48-yard line. So it's going to be about a 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 2 here. Let's see where they mark it.
That was a good tackle there by Rocco Maggio as well.
See if they give him that progress there. So it's going to be about 2 yards short. So a 3rd and 2 here as the no huddle continues for the Madison Wolves.
And this is what worked against the Chaos defense as we saw that in the 2nd quarter.
Chris Davis out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looking left, throws one, caught near the 50, and he stretches out. That's going to be a 1st down. A nice play there and good recognition there by the receiver. I believe that was number 5. That's for the Madison Wolves is Michael Hefner as he stretched that arm out to pick up that 1st down. They will give it to them.
Again, no huddle offense here. The urgency's picking up for the Wolves. Down by 2 touchdowns, just a little over 11 minutes to go.
As now we have a they're going to
give a new jersey.
Yeah, and
what, are they not a fan of the Superman cape?
I shouldn't have said anything because I think they heard that, and now they must have not noticed that yet. So they bring in the new jersey out, and he will switch. So first time here.
I think this is our first wardrobe malfunction on our broadcast this season.
Yeah. I wouldn't know if I'd call it a wardrobe malfunction, just a little rip, and you got to switch it. So first time, though, on the broadcast this year for the GFL and the Chaos that you see a guy switch
At least
his
on
jersey.
our broadcast.
At least on our broadcast.
Chaos.
I don't know about,
I don't know if we've seen that in other games where jerseys have been ripped.
I did say Chaos, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes. So it's going to be coming back here 1st and 10.
And you love the teammates. They're helping. There's 4 guys putting on the jersey for them too. Rip it down over the pads. Don't rip that one though, because I'm pretty sure that's the last jersey they have.
Great shot. Now he's number 68.
Okay.
So Chris Davis has a new number.
So can they rip? Well, just rip off the 8, and he's number 6.
Yeah, he was number 6 originally. So don't confuse it. This is still Chris Davis, 68 now.
Do not adjust your computers.
Quarterback takes a shotgun 1st and 10, looking to throw. Scrambling out. Nelson chasing him. Nick White chasing him. Bear Scott hits him.
He had 3 Chaos defenders hit him at the same time.
What a play there. And that was actually Paris Scott was in pursuit. Lewis Stallworth gets the final hit. You see Adam Nelson on the bottom right of your screen. He comes around the outside. You see Paris Scott comes right through the middle.
He went to 2
forces
defenders.
him out. And then at the end, the big hit by Lewis Stallworth.
And you can hear the big Lou chants in the crowd as well.
So that's his first sack of the evening, and that drops the Madison Wolves back about 5-6 yards.
So that's 2nd and 15.
So 2nd and 15 here as Chris Davis out of the gun again. 4 wide receiver set. Chaos showing blitz. They back off. Spin move by Parrish Scott. He gets in there. Another sack for the Chaos as Parrish Scott gets in there. And I think he actually maybe picked up 1 yard as he was getting forward a little bit. So they're not going to give him a sack on that, but will be a tackle for Parrish Scott on the 1 yard gain.
It might have been only about a half yard. They barely moved that one up.
Yeah. Now, Scott did hit him in the backfield, but great power and great job by Chris Davis to keep those legs moving.
Who was wearing a New Jersey, by the way, number
68. Don't adjust your computers.
He is.
Look at Parrish Scott just get right in there. And they were setting up a screen pass. You see the offensive lineman come out to block. It was definitely a screen pass on that play where they were going to set up. But the screen pass was not able to be completed. One more look at that. No, I'm sorry, this is live now. As taking the snap is Davis through our receivers to the right. Davis steps up, throws over the middle, caught at the 32-yard line and gets about 1 yard. Mike Valenti there trying to rip that out, and now we got some jawing after. The referees have to come in there and separate Mike Valenti.
And the Wolves took issue to the fact that Valenti was still trying to go for the ball after the player had been ruled down.
Yep.
Wolves took a little exception to that, hence the jawing of words afterwards. But a beautiful way to get around the pocket that was collapsing by Davis. Good throw, good catch, burst out Madison.
So 9:22 and counting here. Madison stays in that no-huddle defense. Empty backfield now for Chris Davis. Down 14-0 in championship game here. GFL throws a screen pass to the outside. Caught inside now to the 25, to the 20. Wrestled out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. So the Madison Wolves having something going here late in this game. Still over 9 minutes to go. Still plenty of time and just a two-possession one here in the championship.
Yeah, and again, the intensity of the offense for the O's is really picking up here. We're under 9 minutes to go now here in this championship game with the Chaos up 2 touchdowns.
No huddle continues now in the red zone. The Chaos 19-yard line, 1st and 10 here. First down's at the 9-yard line, and taking the snap is Chris Davis, looking right, throws one to the end zone, wide open, and incomplete. And Mike Valenti, what a play there as he says he denied that one. Gives you the hand signals. Great shot there. One more look at this. You had the receiver wide open down the field, Brian. Look at that.
And watch this again as they're saying he might have been down with the ball before it got ripped out. Mike Darden was on the far side of the field saying he was down already with it before it might have got ripped out. Let's take a look from this angle, and maybe we can see if he has a case for that.
They will resume play.
I don't know if he came down full possession anyway.
Chris Davis throws a screen pass, and they got blockers now cutting back inside. Nick Olson there for a tackle. Flag down near the quarterback. That may be a late hit. I didn't see it, but it's a flag. It's holding. No, it was a personal foul. Yeah. He did give the holding sign there quickly. Now, I didn't see the play, but I saw the flag near the quarterback. I assumed it would have been a late hit, and that's what it is, as that will give the Madison Wolves a automatic first down. So Madison Wolves now threatening here. Last week, Ryan, we called the game. We saw a similar play here. The Swarm had the ball on the goal line. The Chaos were to stop them 4 plays straight. One more look at that play by Mike Valenti.
I mean, I'm trying to see what Darden's case might have been.
It's tough to see if he still has the ball.
No, it didn't look like he came down with it anyway.
1st and goal here from the 5 as Davis out of the shotgun. Chaos in that goal line defense. 2 deep backs on the outside. Davis takes the snap, scrambles to the left, throws, caught. Touchdown, Madison Wolves. So that puts 6 points on the board for them. On that reception was number 10, Austin Ryan. His first touchdown catch of the game, and Chris Davis' first touchdown throw. 14-6 now. Chaos lead.
Yeah, watch the low snap. Nice recovery there by Davis. Goes across his body. And you see the bear hug tackle coming in towards Davis, but not enough as Ryan was able to get that one for a touchdown. One more look at that from a different angle. As you have Ryan coming in from the far side of your screen. There's a quick roll to the right.
Yeah,
and that's a good catch there by Ryan, because that was a little bit behind him as well.
Chris Davis is a lot of fun to watch. He doesn't look very fast, but he's very shifty, and he's able to move his feet.
They're going for the
2
points here.
And they are going for 2, so 14-6.
This is interesting.
I don't know about this one. I mean, they want to maybe get a win out of here if they can score here and make it a 6-point game.
Well, they do realize
Davis
what the Chaos offense can bring, too.
And he takes the snap as a quarterback, keeper up the middle, and he is in, I think. So 2-point conversion, excuse me. Gets in the end zone, 2-point conversion, so it's going to be 14-8 now. Just a 6-point game, and Ryan, another grind here for the Chaos.
Yeah, and this is a high-risk, high-reward kind of play here. High risk to try to run for the 2-point conversion, but they convert it. The high reward, you're within a touchdown.
And you talk about why you do this. Well, actually, it makes it now all you need to win a game is an extra point. get a touchdown, 6 points, an extra point will put you over. Give you 15.
This is where you got to be
so
careful.
this
for
is why the
those
Chaos got to be
kicks.
really careful, because now
I'm going to be interested to see what the Chaos lines up for this kickoff here.
You got to watch out for the onside.
You might want to get some of your offensive. You see Josh Hampton lining up right at the front, or actually he's going towards the back now. Trying to see who is going out there for the Chaos right now, kind of on the front line. Matthew Brockman coming in, by the way, off the sideline.
You want to put your hands team out there. They're obviously expecting something.
Matthew Brockman's in there along with C.J. Young, and also out there
Thomas Loving, number 88. He's a tight end. He's been playing a lot of offensive line, though, halfway through the season as it's come down.
James Empley now gets off the field. And Rocco Maggio out there as well. So it's Raggio, Brockman, also out there, number 40. I believe that might be Nick Tereso, actually. They got some of the weapons out there either way offensively.
So here we go. They're going to have a holder on the kickoff.
This is where you got to be
set.
ready for the front line.
And it's going to be a squib kick and hit. And that's going to work out for the Chaos pretty well. As we have the field, it's going to start from about the 44. We have a flag down.
That might be an offsides, though, too, because that came in from behind.
If that is offsides, I
off.
decline it, obviously, as you have excellent field position there. Taking that was number 18, Ricky Surjet, linebacker. And he got a few yards up. And they're pointing to the Chaos. They're going to bring
Let's see what
it
happened.
back. I don't know what happened there. Was it a block or in the back? Or
they're calling a holding against the Chaos.
Holding on the Chaos.
There must have been something when the ball, when everybody kind of came into the pile. Something must have happened in that pile. Let's see if we get another look at this. You see the hole from the kick. It's just a little squib kick, and I'm trying to see on the left side of your screen. I wonder if there was something maybe behind where the, or I should say ahead of where the ball was picked up from the Chaos side of it. Perhaps because the flag came in from about the Chaos 48.
So we have a 1st and 10 for the Chaos starting from their own 34. Up 14-8 in this game, GFL Championship. GFL Championship on the line. Chaos looking for their 4th straight. Hand off to Jarrell Johnson up the middle to the right now. And picking up a few yards on the play. Gets about 5 yards. Nice run there by Jarrell Johnson.
Now remember this as well. The Madison Wolves do have all 3 of their timeouts as we approach with 7 minutes to go here left in this 4th quarter. Chaos only have 2 remaining because they had to use that one back in the 3rd quarter because of that personnel switch.
You talk about 7 minutes to go here and counting. I think there's too much time to even think about conservatives just running the ball every play. You still have to do what your strength of this team is. That's Matthew Brockman, James Former. Obviously, Jarrell Johnson has been very effective in this game. He's rushed for almost 100 yards now, just 11 short, 89 yards on 11 carries. But still stay aggressive. Still do your game. As Ionati out of shotgun, 2nd and 4, moves Former in motion, hands it to Former to the outside now. He's trying to break a tackle. He's going to be short of the 1st down as he's wrestled down about 3 yards short as Former picks up 2 on the gain. It's James Former on the 2-yard run. One more look at that. They've do this a lot so far in this game, whether they faked it to him or handed it off as Former out to the outside. And Former's having a tough time getting in open spaces. The Madison Wolves have done their scouting. And they know what Former is capable of. Coming off the field now is number 22 of the Chaos. It's Josh Hampton. Coming up now is 3rd and short. Moving in motion is Former. Faking the half to Former. Now to Johnson. Johnson hit right at the 1st down marker. And fumbles the ball, but the play was blown dead.
The Wolves sideline is going nuts now.
Yeah, they are, and
they're thinking he didn't get, and
he was close.
And the near judge here is saying he is about a half yard short.
He was so close.
Let's see if we can get another look at this.
Fake the handoff. I thought he would have gotten.
I think it was because of the impact of the hit there.
Yeah.
Right about.
Former put his shoulder down. He was going
right there,
forward.
right there. Yeah, that was. I mean, that's close, and that's going to be like about 4 inches, maybe. I don't know.
So here we go. Chaos out of the shotgun is Ionati. 4 wide receiver spread. 4th and 1 here. Crucial play here for the Chaos. Hands out to Jarrell Johnson right up the middle. And pushing forward.
He's right. Oh, that's close.
He's so close.
Man.
I don't know.
Rob Albano says he has it.
He's so close. He's so close. As the Chaos team obviously pointing their direction. The Madison Wolves pointing their direction. And let's see where the spot is. They're going to measure this. This is so close, Ryan.
Oh, the nose of the football looks like it's right on the 49-yard, or excuse me, the 44-yard line.
One more look at that. Jarrell Johnson pushing forward. You see his teammates just pushing him, trying to get that first down.
Wait, yeah, I was going to say, you got to bring this out here.
And this is the biggest play of the night. And the chain gang comes out for the second time tonight. And we're going to get a look at this one.
McFarland almost actually broke the chain trying to run over it. And this is going to be...
let's see. It's going to...
No, he didn't get it.
It's short. It's short. Turnover. The Wolves.
Look, if we could zoom... Oh, that was so...
Oh, my God. So the defense will come out,
that's about a fingernail length away from getting a first down. Oh, wow.
And
that's
now,
a bad break
Ryan,
for the Chaos.
you look back now, and you that's one more look at this play, though. Jarrell Johnson,
he needed to get to the 44.
And he gets pushed. He gets hit right in the line of scrimmage.
But he gets that extra push from his lineman behind him.
But just not enough. Not enough.
You can't get any closer than that.
So the Madison Wolves will take over on the turnover.
But to your point, Cody, remember that 2-point conversion
now,
that Wolves had
exactly.
on the last drive?
Now all you need to do, once you score, if you score a touchdown, an extra point puts you in the lead.
And they got plenty of time, too, for just a little under 5 minutes to go.
And remember, the last time these two teams played, it was in the same situation, and the Wolves won the game-winning field goal. Only field goal in team history. 1st and 10 here for the Madison Wolves.
It's getting loud at the field.
Is Davis looking to the left. Pressure coming. Throws one. Intercepted! Intercepted by the Chaos. Turnover. What a play by number 21, defensive back Quinnell Johnson. Quinnell Johnson comes up huge and gets the interception. One more look at that, Ryan, on the first play.
I don't know what
Wolves.
I don't understand exactly what Davis was looking for here, because that seemed to be pretty well covered on the far side. As it was a good I don't know why you're throwing it into that kind of traffic.
Well, you tell you what.
That's. I mean, you got guys. That's almost in double coverage. There. One more look from another angle. I mean, that's bad traffic to throw that ball, and that's a big mistake by Davis. I'm going to throw that one on him because you can't throw it in that tight of coverage.
And the defense comes up huge again in the second straight week, second straight playoff game, and brings their offense back on the field.
Now this is where you need. This is where you
and we're going to have a stoppage of time. I believe a timeout.
Wolves.
Timeout by the Wolves.
That's their
first. So they will head over to the sideline. First timeout, as Ryan just mentioned. What a game.
Wow.
What a game. Just back and forth. Talk about the chaos.
Mean, we've seen times where the Wolves can easily take control of this game, but, I mean, that last throw I got to put on Chris Davis.
This defense of the Chaos, and you know, like you said, it was not a good decision.
They were trying
there.
They had at the time officially. At the time officially, they had 4:57. One more look at this again. At the time, there was 4:57 left. So, and you had about 40, just a little over 40 yards to go. You can't throw in that side of coverage. You could see it there.
I mean,
I understand why you're trying to force the issue, and you want to try to, take the, not only tie the game, but try to take the lead with only minutes to go in this championship game. That's not the throw you want to make. That one I got to put on Davis.
3 interceptions for this Chaos defense. Is one more look there.
You can't do that.
And Quinnell Johnson.
And you saw how hesitant it was. If we can go back to that in just a second as well, he was a little hesitant to throw it as well, but he still decided to go with his gut instinct to throw it. Tight coverage, Chaos secondary, as good as they have been all season long.
1st and
they
10
did it again.
Here after the timeout. Ayanati out of the gun, hands it off to CJ Young up the middle. Runs into his own blocker. He's still going. He cannot be brought down. And that's going to be close to a first down, right?
That is a first down.
I know his knee was back. They're going to bring that back a little bit, I think, because his knee was down so far.
No, that's a first down.
Did they give it to him?
They got the first down. They changed it now.
Second down. So 2nd and inches there.
That's another close one.
I'm going to give CJ Young 10 yards on that because it was so close.
That's like 9.8 yards.
2nd down and inches now for the Chaos. 14-8 here to go. Just hitting 4 minutes here in the game.
There we go. That's what I thought. That's first down.
They do give him the first down, so on a 10-yard carry there. Now, at first they weren't giving them, and now they do. So 1st and 10, I-90 out of the gun, back to C.J. Young, the powerhouse running back of this team. Gets upfield,
he
and
is churning
so
the
hard
wheels.
to bring down about a 4 or 5 yard gain there.
I don't mind trusting him in the backfield to keep winding this clock down as we have under 4 minutes to go
last
now.
time I mentioned, because you had 7 minutes to go, now you're so low on time, and 4 minutes to go, you can keep running. And the Wolves did burn a timeout.
Yeah, and if you're the Wolves,
left.
you got to trust your defense here because you do still have 2 timeouts in your pocket. But if you do make a couple stops here, you might be able to use those 2 timeouts and maybe use them more effectively later on if they are able to stop the chaos here.
C.J. Young now did not play last week. He has 7 carries tonight for 42 yards. Been a horse in the backfield for the Chaos. Ayanati out of the gun, trips to the left. One wide receiver to the outside on the right is Matthew Brockman. Ionati has C.J. Young in the backfield to his left. The Madison Wolves up tight, and Young takes the handoff, and then he's brought down behind the line. That's one play there. Ionati may have sure to recognize the defense, right, Ryan?
I'm looking to see if the Cavs are calling it, not the Cavs, excuse me, the Wolves, they're not calling a timeout as of right now. Clock is still ticking, under 3 minutes to go now.
Well, that was brought back near the original line of scrimmage, and now it's going to be a 3rd down and about 8 on the 3-yard loss.
I'm very surprised to see that the Wolves are not calling a timeout here.
I would have to
it's
agree
3rd and 9.
There,
I would
3rd and 9.
Because if you could force a stop here on 3rd down, then the Cavs would have to punt. Yeah, I don't know about this play. I would have called a timeout like 20 seconds ago.
You do keep in mind, too, they do technically have a 3rd timeout because of the 2-minute warning. So keep that in mind.
That's probably what they're going to go for. And the Cavs will call a timeout with 2:32 to go as the game clock was going down.
Clock to go all the way down and call a timeout. So a crucial play here, 3rd and 9.
But over 30 seconds were taken off the clock, though. That's why I was a little curious to see if the Wolves were going to call a timeout there. Like you said, though, to your point, they do have the 2-minute warning coming up here in just a little over 30 seconds or so.
But still, you got to think. I mean, the no huddle
if you want to make the
they've
stops
been running,
now, and
you might as well get more time on the clock.
If you were to call a timeout right about 30 seconds ago, and you can force the 4th down, say just, they run for a few yards or an incomplete pass, whatever the case might have been, you call a timeout then, and then if you get the ball, then you have a 2-minute warning on your side with 1 timeout left.
And now you look at it, if the Chaos do get a 1st down here, even with your 2 timeouts, they're going to be able to get to the 2-minute warning before punting if you were
and
to
then you're down
again.
to those final
and
2
then you're down
crucial
to the,
timeouts.
Exactly. So you talk about, I mean, it could go both ways, though, right?
Yeah,
it could benefit them,
be,
but it could hurt them. It depends on all what the Chaos do and how the Madison Wolves stand up to this Chaos offense.
I mean, the Wolves will regret it easily if they allow the Chaos to get a 1st down. They knew back then they should have called it right around maybe the 3:10 mark of this 4th quarter because they wasted a good 30, 35 seconds.
3rd and 9 here. Crucial play as the fans get loud here at Horlick Field in Racine, Wisconsin. Ionati takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws a strike to Matthew Brockman, and he is gone at the 40 to the 30. One defender to beat at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Chaos. Book it. 20-8 now. Matthew Brockman, there's a flag down at about
wait a minute. I don't know.
41-yard line.
That might be coming back, actually.
Oh, my God. Just a turn of events
because the flag
there.
was right where they're going to say it's going to be on Madison. Chaos sideline pointing towards that being against Madison.
So we're going to wait for the flag and see if that's going to hold up. One more look at Matthew Brockman, the speed.
That just summed up the season, what this Chaos offense has been doing.
Anthony Ionati hooks up with Matthew Brockman.
That's a touchdown.
Huge gain. Touchdown, Chaos on the 60-plus yard throw and run after the catch to Brockman.
On the Chaos, the play does stand.
Wow, what a play there on 3rd
That's a strike.
and 9.
And of all the connections to do it to as well, one more look. That's just too good by Matthew Brockman. Beats his guy and takes off after that. And there's no stopping Matthew Brockman getting into the end zone on that one. Touchdown, Chaos. And they're smelling another championship here with just a little over 2 minutes to go.
Official play on that was a 59-yard throw from Anthony Ionati and catch by Matthew Brockman that went for a touchdown. Brockman's 2nd touchdown reception of the game. Ionati's 2nd touchdown throw of the game. And now we have a 20-8 Chaos lead with just over 2 minutes to go here. One more look.
That's just a thing of beauty right there.
It's a strike, Ryan.
It's a strike, and I mean, as much as you want to give Anthony Ionati the credit there, he throws the strike, but watch immediately off the 1-on-1. Right there, he beats the contact just like that. He gets his right arm over, gets inside positioning from the guy from the secondary, cuts right in, and he takes it up the middle, and he goes for the 59 yards to the house.
And it had the hand-eye coordination.
I mean, right there, you see the fingertips, too, so
wow.
It wasn't like he was beat by much. I mean, it looked at first he might have been beat by a lot. But he wasn't beat by much, and then Matthew Brockman, the big hand, just takes it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play there by both Anthony Ionati and Matthew Brockman.
So pending the extra point now, 20-8 lead for the Chaos. The kick is up, and waiting the signal. It is good. 21-8. Chaos lead now, and now it's getting to that point where this may be too much for the Wolves to make a run back at this game with 2
Well, let's remember
minutes,
here, if they
over
can,
2 minutes to go.
Now the big thing here is trying to get field positioning as well.
And
you have 2 timeouts. There's 2:22. Deuces are wild. I know Steve Suff will be going crazy right now that I said that. they also have the 2-minute warning on their side as well. So that is, like you mentioned beforehand,
like
there was that third and 9.
Really
it's an additional timeout. There is still time left for the Wolves, and we're not going to book. The Chaos cannot book anything yet for a championship for their 4th one right now, because if the Madison Wolves get a quick strike here and they don't utilize any timeouts, maybe the 2-minute warning, and then you have the onside kick to worry about as well. And we've seen these field conditions; anything can happen. Now, granted, I think a lot of the field's pretty much drying up now, and we haven't really seen any issues for that. And there's another look at the Brockman touchdown, the 59-yarder from Anthony Ionati to Matthew Brockman. There is a lot. There's still time left, and anything can happen. It's a 13-point swing. It's a 2-touchdown lead.
Celebration there between Matthew Brockman and Sham McFarland.
And McFarland fell down.
He was so excited.
Wait, can we see? Can we get one more look at that? I didn't. It looked like.
I think McFarland was knocked down by Matthew Brockman. They were having a laugh about that on the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, it looked as if Mike Pendleton and Tim Helms were going up for a chest bump, and Pendleton fell down.
Two guys from SportsTownChicago.com.
And ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
And ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. So now kicking off on the 40, usual spot is Dominic Kozlowski. They're going to send this deep. Chaos lead 21-8. Over 2 minutes to go here in the game for the championship. GFL here at historic Horlick Field in Racine, Wisconsin. I'm Cody Grant, alongside me, Ryan Fahey. Kick high, deep, taken at about the 7-yard line of the Wolves. Cut to the right, missed tackle there. Back to the inside, another missed tackle. Shamar McFarland now gets a hand on him and brought down at about the 34-yard line.
All right,
so, Ryan, you mentioned
yeah,
good field position.
They needed a decent return. So the 35, I mean, would they have wanted a lot better? Yeah, but if you're the Wolves, you'll take it at your own 35. That way you got room to breathe at least, so you're not pinned on your end zone.
There was a missed tackle there by the defender of the Chaos.
Yeah, decent blocking is going up and being able to cut up the
Christian Grantham.
Yeah, and good way to cut up the middle as well.
On there.
And there's a penalty as well, and it went against the Chaos, I believe.
And if that's a personal foul, that's another 15 yards.
Wow.
Offsides on the kickoff. So I'm assuming the Madison Wolves would decline, or they're going to add it.
It adds 5. All right, well, if you're the Wolves, you'll take any yards right now, being down 13.
So now they will play from the 40 yards, 60 yards to go to the end zone, 21-8. It's a 13-point game.
And
when you hear they're going to,
I don't know. I think the clock might have. I don't know.
Clock was not.
Clock moved a second, but I don't know if that's the reason why, or they're just getting everybody set. That's
2 minutes and 11 seconds to go here. Big drive here for the Wolves. They had to score quick. 2-possession game. Trips right set. Chris Davis out of the gun. He's got 2 wide receivers on left, 5 wide receivers. Nobody in the backfield. Taking the snap is Davis. Looking right. Pressure coming. Adam Nelson with the hit. Davis still on his feet. Still on his feet. They got to blow that dead.
I was gonna say,
he's not going anywhere.
And that is not what you wanted to have your quote-unquote third timeout be.
Is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning, as that play took a while. So there's your free timeout.
Yeah.
So they still have 2 left. It's going to be a second down, though, when we come back from the 2-minute warning. You look at the swarm of the Chaos defense.
Yeah, you saw the offensive line trying to also push Davis from behind,
Chris Davis, that he was able to stay up. And this guy's playing hard. He is leaving it all on the field. We saw earlier he did rip his jersey. He had to put a new jersey on him, so he's now number 68. He did start the game as number 6. So 2-minute warning here for the Chaos GFL Championship. What a game we have had in Matthew Brockman. Really has been the catalyst for this offense.
And that 59-yard touchdown just summed up his season.
It really
did.
I mean, and he's really come on here because he had to play a lot of quarterback midway through the season with Ionati's injury.
Yeah, when he had the shoulder injury halfway through, as you mentioned, and there was some talk, where's his offense going to go? Brockman held the fort down for a little while. Ionati comes back, and now they've delivered in a big way.
I mean, because Ionati came back from the injury, you added 2 more weapons. Because not only did you get Ionati quarterback, you added Brockman back to wide receiver. Here we go, 2nd down and 10 as Chris Davis out of the gun. 5 wide receiver set, takes the snap, throws the screen pass to the outside, hit right at the maybe a 1-yard gain on there. Trying to see who the tackler was. Number 21, that's Cornell Johnson again.
Cornell Johnson's just been everywhere as well. He's really come on effective here in the second half.
His 3rd tackle of the evening and doing great in coverage. He has 1 tip ball and an interception. Chris Davis out of the gun here, 3rd and 9 after the 1-yard reception catch. Adam Nelson, the spin move, now throws it outside wide open.
You got to get out of bounds here.
As the Chaos playing prevent. And Ryan, exactly right. Why wasn't he going out of bounds?
You got to get out of bounds there.
In all the room in the world, you see the Chaos now playing a prevent defense as Nick Olson came up with the tackle. And there's some more John on the sideline. Ricky Surjat in there, too. Look at that tackle by Surjat, finished off by Olson.
I mean, you have a minute 12 left here. I would get a little more urgent if I were the Madison Wolves. They've wasted at least 10 seconds here.
down to 105 and counting. Out of the shotgun, 5 wide receiver set is Chris Davis. Throws to the sideline, caught in the middle of the field. He goes to the middle. You got to get out of bounds. You got to think going to the
Why are they not
sideline.
going for outplays here?
So
They keep cutting
line.
inside, and I believe getting
timeout. They
Yeah.
finally call a timeout. I'll tell you what, KS defense is going to give them all night. You have a 2-possession game here.
Yeah, and I'm looking at
how much time have they lost?
They've lost. I mean, they've lost a good amount. They finally call it.
Right here was a time where they should have tried to get out of bounds. You had all that room to the sideline.
Yeah,
I mean,
you had the first cut right there. If we can go back a few frames, right when he gets to about the 43-yard line, he had the cut going to his right. He could have easily went out of bounds and saved quite a bit of time.
Yards, and the same amount of yards, really, Ryan. So they will come back, though, out of the timeout.
Did the Chaos call that timeout? Because they have one remaining according to the scoreboard.
Did they call a timeout?
I believe they
assume it would have been the Wolves. It's going to be
2 timeouts to remain on the scoreboard for the Madison Wolves. Because they had used one earlier in the third.
51 seconds here to go as the Madison Wolves come back out onto the field, and the Chaos defense getting set here.
Yeah, one more look again. Why aren't you going out of bounds?
1st and 10, and like I said, it's a first down, but all that time is ran off the field.
I mean, you can't trust the Chaos to keep calling timeouts for you.
Chris Davis out of the shotgun, 5 wide receiver set, almost in the red zone here at the 24-yard line. Takes a snap, pressure coming on the outside. Davis stepping up, tries to get away. Adam Nelson, sack in the backfield, drop of a loss about 5.
He held that for way too long, Chris Davis.
Adam Nelson, 3 sacks on the night. What a game for him.
And they're still not calling it. I mean, I understand why you don't want to call it because it's only 2nd down. But, I mean, I'd hurry up if I were.
33 seconds and going here for a 4th.
It's the simple
GFL
play. Everybody go to the end zone.
Out of the shotgun is Davis. Pressure coming again. And another sack as he's trying to get away. He does throw it. Caught. And that's got to be an offensive lineman.
Yeah, that was caught by a
Where's
lineman.
the flag on that? That's an offensive lineman.
Did he get out of bounds? He looks like the clock stopped with 17 seconds. And it looks like he did get out of bounds.
The reason why there was no flag there, Ryan, that was a tight end. He was lined up as a
tight
tight
end
on
okay.
the left. He was on the line, but he was an eligible receiver. So time now down very low here. 21-8, Chaos lead over the Wolves.
Yep, they still have 1 timeout left due to the Madison Wolves. But this has got to be an end zone strike here for sure. I mean, the message you tell your receivers, get open in the end zone.
5 wide at about the 22-yard line. As Chris Davis out of the gun, looking to it, throws a Hail Mary to the end zone. Out of bounds, incomplete.
11 seconds to go.
Chaos
and the Chaos smell, yeah, they smell
a victory. It. They're smelling that championship as it gets closer to their grasp.
And the Madison Wolves sideline, they are not a lot of people predicted the Madison Wolves to get this far.
And
they put on an incredible showing, especially here in the second half. And they did an excellent job hanging around for quite a while against the Chicago Chaos.
4th straight championship appearance for the Chaos against a 4th different team. They have 3 championships in a row. Taking the snap is Davis out of the gun. Throws one over the middle. Overthrown. Incomplete. As time keeps getting closer to that 0-0-0-0 mark. And I believe, Ryan, that was 4th down.
Yes, it was.
So that should be a turnover of downs. Chaos are going to come out, and they're going to take a knee. And they're going to be,
and the party's starting to be
time, GFL champions.
MVP,
and Matthew Brockman, you just heard, he was named MVP of the GFL championship.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had that
4 catches, 110 yards.
Yeah, he had that 59. He had that 59-yard bomb towards the end there. That
I tell you what,
really was the exclamation point.
That was the clinching one.
And we have the trophy right up here to our left as well.
And you say, Ryan, you mentioned that was the defining moment of Matthew Brockman's career. Ionati takes a knee. Time winding down. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1, 0. That is it. We're going to take a quick break here. Stay with us through it as
it's been a heck of a game, Cody.
A heck of a game. And you talk about it. The Chaos win 21-8 as they shake hands in the middle of the field.
You didn't think it didn't look good at first. It really
no,
didn't.
You know what?
And especially when you had when it was only 13-8.
Even when the Chaos were up 14-0, it was still the Wolves were staying right in there. They get that score. They go for 2, make it 14-8. And get back right in the game. They were with it though pretty much the whole time, but the Matthew Brockman catch and touchdown 59 yards.
Yeah, that just summed up the chemistry there between Anthony Ionati and Matthew Brockman as that'll be the play to remember, especially to really wrap up this
Matthew Brockman
game.
named MVP of the GFL championship. So we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us through it. We have an interview with a player on the sideline in a little bit here on SportsTownChicago.com.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Cheryl Scott with NBC5.
I think one of the most important things in the broadcasting industry really is getting a hands-on experience. And a lot of colleges and universities don't always offer that. Reach for, work for what you want to do and stay extremely focused. And if you do that and stay positive, I think everything will fall into place.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
SportsTownChicago.com is an internet sports station that is located at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, Illinois. We offer you a chance, or should I say, an opportunity, to become an on-air personality, get invited to live sporting events, and we teach you how to interact with your listeners. Get the training you need to get in the broadcasting industry. Just go to SportsTownChicago.com or dial 630-916-1700.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Kevin Wood, Production Director, Next Media, Joliet.
My favorite part about going to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting was, first of all, I got to do everything here. For anybody looking to get into the program, I would say be ready to learn, be ready to get in here and really take your skills to another level on your own. The instructors can show you how to do it.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program.
My name is Greg Easterlin. I work for The Drive, 97.1 FM radio station in Chicago. I'm the DJ for them. It's very important to get those basics as far as broadcasting and to be in a place where you can get hands-on experience. And then when you get into an internship situation with a regular station, and you're valuable in a situation like that.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Have you ever wanted a career in sports broadcasting? Matt Abaticola here, and I'm a graduate of the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Their program offers hands-on training in radio, television, and web design. You can host sports shows, do play-by-play and color commentary of live games.
Welcome back. The Chicago Chaos, your 2015 Gridiron Football League champions. For the fourth straight year, they have come to the big dance, and they have been quite effective with it as well. In just a moment, we're going to have Cody Grant talk to Matthew Brockman, who had the big 59-yard touchdown catch at the end of the game. And Cody now standing by with the MVP of the GFL championship, Matthew Brockman. Cody, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. I'm here with Matthew Brockman, MVP of the GFL. Matthew, 4 catches today, 110 yards. Also the 2 touchdowns. That last touchdown went for 59 yards. How does this feel?
Oh, it's great. It's a fantastic feeling. I can't even explain it. This is my first season with these guys. I'm 19, and I got a long way to go, but this is an awesome starting point for me in my career.
19 years old, young kid, Anthony Ionati spoke some very high words about you, talked about the relationship with you and how he loves going to you on the third downs. And you got off to kind of a slow start there, but you really came back hard, and you guys finished it off. What a great game.
Yeah, thank you. This is awesome. I have no words right now. This is just great.
Well, I don't want to keep you for too long. I want you to go celebrate with your teammates. Thank you for giving me just a little bit of your time, Matthew. You can be back next year and win another championship with the Chaos?
I hope so. All right.
So that's 4 straight championships for the Chaos GFL. Matthew Brockman, his first here, 19-year-old. I expect huge things from Matthew. Thank you so much for coming on here, and what a hell of a game you had.
Thank you. Thanks for having us, and thanks for coming out and televising it. It means a lot to us.
Thank you. We really appreciate everything you guys do, too, on the field. Have a good day, man.
All right. Thanks.
Back to you.
All right, thanks, Cody. Again, the Chicago Chaos, and you just heard Cody Grant talk to Matthew Brockman, who will be the 2015 Gridiron Football League Championship MVP. Had over 5 catches, over 110 yards receiving, and had 2 touchdown catches. And towards the end of the fourth quarter, he had the big 59-yard strike from Anthony Ionati to Matthew Brockman on a big third down play, and that was all she wrote for the Chicago Chaos, who get the 21-8 championship victory. This is their 4th straight Gridiron Football League championship. Last year, they defeated the Madison Wolfpack for a perfect season, and this year, they almost had a rematch with them. They lost in the semifinals, the Wisconsin Wolfpack to the Madison Wolves, who you just saw the Chaos play this evening. And the Chicago Chaos, did they have a couple of hiccups tonight? Yes, they did, but they held on through the end. The defense held strong. They had quick turnover. They had effective turnovers when they needed them the most, and the running game was really strong with Young and Johnson in the backfield, kind of the two-headed monster. Going to get Cody's thoughts on the rest of the season and this game here in just a little bit as he'll make his way back up to the booth. But again, if you're just tuning in, the Chicago Chaos, the 2015 Gridiron Football League champions, is Matthew Brockman, as you can see, receiving the MVP trophy, and you see Captain Anthony Ionati standing right by his side. And as Cody mentioned when he was talking to Matthew Brockman, that Ionati has been really high on the big weapon in Matthew Brockman, only 19 years old, and has been really effective for this Chaos offense, even when Matthew Brockman had to be quarterback for a couple of weeks when Ionati was sidelined due to a shoulder injury. And it looks like Steve Drain is going to be the recipient to hold the trophy, and there they are, the 2015 Gridiron Football League champions, the Chicago Chaos. I know this really means a lot to Steve Drain and his family as they had a tragedy just the other day. Again, thoughts and prayers go out to them, but what a way to help celebrate in the Drain family, their honor of their dad, a former football coach as well. This really means a lot to Steve. I've gotten to know him for his tenure with the Chicago Blitz as well before the Chaos season had begun. This really means a lot to Steve, and you could see the emotion on Steve. He's been with this team all season long, and what he has meant to this Chaos team, the heart and soul. He didn't play much, but he has really been what Chaos football is really all about. And Cody now back in the booth with me as we saw Steve Drain being the first recipient of the championship trophy, and you can see him talking to the rest of the Chicago Chaos right now. This day really means a lot to Steve Drain.
A very emotional time for Steve Drain and the Drain family. And,
they're here in
what a
attendance,
way
too.
as they raise the trophy now, and he hugs Anthony Ionati, the Chaos team surrounds it. What a sight here from historic Horlick Field in Racine, Wisconsin, as you see 2015 GFL champions are the Chicago Chaos.
They've completed
their
the fourth
straight. A four-peat here in the GFL, truly a dynasty.
Yeah, and what they've done here and what they've had, as their staple as an organization, they've had this winning culture now, for the last 4 years. They know what it takes to win. They just keep fighting. They've had so much adversity in each season. They've had to go through a lot of adversity, and now they're getting ready for the team picture right now. And this entire season, besides, and you were here for the one game in Wisconsin where things weren't all that pretty in Chaos football in their world overall. And then during the 2 weeks that Anthony Ionati was when he was silent due to that shoulder injury, it seemed like playoffs would have been a miracle at that point. But Ionati comes back. They come back a stronger, a better offensive efficiency team, because that was one of the big questions, through the beginning of the season. Was this Chaos offense going to be able to keep up with the stingy and disciplined Chaos defense that we've seen over the past few years? And they are officially taking their team photos right now with the championship. And as you mentioned, Matthew Brockman, as you told him down on the silence, Cody, he is the Gridiron Football League Championship MVP. He had over 110 yards receiving, a couple touchdowns along the way as well. A big shout-out, though, and I know I mentioned this earlier, our camera crew here today, Rob Mercado, Sean Connolly, Rosa Manrique, they had to battle through so much beforehand. They were on the pouring rain. We were helping them as much as we can.
I mean, that storm coming in early was...
The storm coming in early did not help anybody.
No, it does not.
But they have given us some excellent camera angles. We have our monitor here up in the booth. They have provided us some excellent replay opportunities. A big shout-out goes to them. It's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that does not get a lot of credit. And I also want to thank our director, Pete Ferry, who has put up with me and Cody all season long and for many more seasons to come as well.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that's the key word in that sense. Yep. But a tremendous job there as well.
What a scene there, though, right there.
Yep.
I mean, unbelievable season. You see the Chaos team all around holding those trophies up. Well-deserved. 4 straight GFL championship appearances. They win the championship for the 4th straight year. As I mentioned, Ryan, truly a dynasty here. What a special season. 9-1 in the regular season. They swept in the playoffs, beating the Swarm last week 28-20.
Yeah,
and coming to the championship 21-8.
And also the Chicago Chaos, who are now the official FAR team of the new CIF Ileana Eagles.
If you missed last week, Anthony Ionati signed his contract, and he will be a member of the Ileana Eagles for the 2016 season.
Yeah, and this is a crowning moment for Anthony Ionati as he moves kind of now into an indoor football playing career as well. And I don't see how most of these guys aren't back next year. And you can see there's Rob Albano and his young daughter with him on the field right now as well. Those guys have a special relationship too. And, all the family, friends, and kids of the players all coming out on the field now for the celebration.
And you see Terrell saying, get back. I want this moment by myself to his teammates. Cornell Johnson, he pushes him back. He's running away with it now.
Yeah, him and Young both had a really good game in the running game today.
Talk about Terrell Johnson, man. I mean, 89 yards on 11 carries. He had a touchdown. That touchdown really sparked him. Now Thomas Loving holding the ship. And Nick Olson, what a game he had. He really got this defense kicked off to the right start. 5 tackles, 1 interception, and the forced fumble. And there you go, number 5 for Lewis Stallworth. Had that huge hit on the sack when Davis was moving outside the pocket in the 3rd quarter. Which is what a cast of characters this Chaos team is, and a very special season, as we said many times before, but it's just so surreal to see it here happening right now live.
Well, you know what else they forgot? They forgot about the Gatorade bath, and it's coming their way. Josh Sampson thought was coming this way.
As you see right there running now,
they're trying to get the coaches.
Johnson,
here we go.
And they're going.
Hold up. Now this is our new commentary.
Here we go. There it is.
And let the ice bath begin. As if he didn't get rained on enough earlier on during the rain delay, he gets a little more soaked as well. That's some cold water that got poured on him, too. What a moment for the Chicago Chaos, completing their 4th straight Gridiron Football League championship. And this is a special group of guys. And
it really is.
That was a delayed Gatorade bath, by the way.
It's a cast of characters. I mean, everybody from number 1 to number 99. I mean, everybody in this team, they all love each other on the field and off the field. I spoke with a couple of guys today. Matthew Brockman said how the guys, they hang out off the field even in the offseason. They're a tight group of guys, and that's how they kept this chemistry going for so many years. And the new additions, obviously Nick Olson and Matthew Brockman winning their first GFL championship in their first year here with the Chaos.
And when you were talking, I mean, let's also remember, Matthew Brockman's only 19
years old.
He's 19 years old. And he's doing this in semi-pro right now.
He's 1 year younger than you, Ryan.
That's probably the only person that's younger here besides the kids that are here as well. That they're part.
And he stands out too. Obviously, he won the MVP of the GFL championship.
And then we saw in that 4th quarter he had that big 59-yard touchdown reception from Anthony Ionati. That was an exclamation
point, as you mentioned, Ryan. I mean, obviously, there was still a little bit of time left, but the momentum swing on that play, 59 yards, when they were up by 6 at that point, 14-8, pushing it to 20-8, and getting the extra point, that was just icing on the cake there there. And that pushed them over the top.
And what became really crucial in these 2 playoff games that the Chicago Chaos had, their offensive line overall was exceptional.
You mentioned them right away, right off the bat. And last week also, Ryan, and you talk about this week, obviously, in this game, right off the bat after that first run of Terrell Johnson that went for negative yards. The next play, you just talk about how great the offensive line was blocking. They got off maybe just a slow start on that first play, but after that, they were golden.
Yeah, they were aces.
Ionati was untouched. He was not sacked in this game.
and that's why I was saying going back, at the beginning of this broadcast, I wanted to, that's why that was another question mark, and maybe I was something to really look out for. Can this offensive line keep up their consistency they had in the semifinal last week? And they did a pretty darn good job tonight. They created a lot more running holes than last week, but they also kept Anthony Ionati protected as well. I don't think we actually recorded Ionati for a sack at all.
I mentioned he was not sacked. He was barely touched in the backfield. The only time he was actually touched was on that 14-yard run he had.
And we saw him also get and I think you said earlier he had like 58 rushing yards. He had a lot more. He did a lot more rushing for himself, more than we saw last week, and that was something where it was really trying to attack the heart of this Wolves defense as they were really trying to protect, and really get back on the weapons of James Former and Matthew Brockman, so on and so forth. Josh Hampton being part of that weapon list as well.
And you talk about another turning point in this game, from my opinion, when they had the chaos, the fourth down after the 3-and-out, it was the high snap to Dominic Kozlowski on the punt try, turn it over. The Wolves had the ball at the 14-yard line, and there was an interception on the play, the chaos. On the very next play was an interception by, David Palma had the interception, and obviously they had a penalty after that, and chaos took over. And they scored that drive.
And if we go back to that fourth, when there was about 3 minutes left in that fourth quarter, and the Wolves were only down by 6.
Because they went for 2.
It was good. They went for 2, and then, as I mentioned, it was a high-risk, high-reward kind of a play. And then after they had forced the turnover on downs, as we had that, it was a
fingernail length away
from a
first down.
The Wolves had control then. They had the chance to tie and perhaps take the lead late in the fourth quarter. But on that first play, Chris Davis threw it into bad traffic, and Cornell Johnson had the interception.
Game for Cornell Johnson,
Nick Olson was the story of the first half, but Cornell Johnson was the story of the second half.
Nick Olson dominated the first quarter, really, and he carried that over into the second quarter. He hit all 5 of his tackles in that first half. But that second half, man, that was David Palma. That was Ricky Surjett. That was the rest of the chaos defenders. Obviously, Cornell Johnson with that interception.
And Maggio as
all
well.
come together. Rocco Maggio had that huge hit. Actually, Nick Olson missed the tackle, and Maggio came in and lit him up. And we had a lot of big hits that we could hear in the booth up here.
Right. And this game, I mean, as I said before, it wasn't pretty when there was about 3 minutes to go in this game. But after that interception, you just knew the Chaos were going to end this the right way, and they did. They made the right stops. They made the necessary stops at the right time. And that was all she wrote for their 4th straight GFL championship.
And play of the game, I got to give it to the player of the game, Matthew Brockman. Ionati had hit him on a slant route that was about a 7-yard throw that Brockman took the rest of the way, 59 yards for a touchdown to put them up 20-8. So that's gonna do it here for us. Chicago Chaos, your 2015 GFL champions. Thank you for listening here. I'm Cody Grant alongside Ryan Fahey. We're signing off on SportsTownChicago.com.
I want to have a job in something I love doing. ICB has so many cool things they offer for me and their students. With the amount of stuff you can learn at ICB, there's no way you won't succeed. You can even host your own radio show. Go to beonair.com/Lombard to enroll now. That's beonair.com/Lombard.
I'm an instructor at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting Lombard campus, and I can tell you we're all about sports broadcasting.
My passion is for boxing, and my career puts me ringside and cage side covering the action for ESPN Chicago, as well as serving as a ring announcer.
Man of pride. If you want a career that you love, check out the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where you'll learn the craft from the pros in the business like me. Call today at 630-916-1700 and tell them Ray Flores sent you.
Hey, I'm Damian Perrone, and I'm a video editor and motion graphic designer for PMMG Incorporated here in Chicago, and I'm an Illinois Center for Broadcasting graduate. I graduated in 2008, and shortly after that started with PMMG as a video editor, and in the process was learning motion graphic design. I literally can attribute everything I've accomplished to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. I learned the basics of the industry here when it came to video and audio production, and took those skills to the next level, and made myself a very successful career. So the Illinois Center for Broadcasting really is a great launch pad or stepping stone for anybody who wants to get into the multimedia AV business, radio, or television. what you get out of the program is what you put in. So check out the Illinois Center for Broadcasting today. Go to beonair.com, the Ohio and Illinois Centers for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.